Well, no. Oh, hello. Hello. You want my attention? I've already gave you a head of lettuce. Alright. Sorry, my rabbits have gotten very demanding of my affection over the last few days, so yeah, just have to give her a little snuggle wuzzles. Okay, there you go, Canella. There you go, scratch your ears. There you go. Feel better now? Oh, those bloody bunnies, man, they are... It's never enough. So if you hear a lot of like scratching, banging, a lot of weird distortion, don't worry, it's just my rabbits doing what rabbits do, causing a fuss. Howdy guys. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting on the Binding of Isaac. So let's say goodbye to the little doggy and put on the sound for this. Hopefully it's not too high. So this will not be a stream where I will be uploading it to YouTube later, so it's kind of everything that happens here will happen here, because yesterday was a big day for me. Do you know what? I'll try and see if I can record something with my bunnies, and then I will change it to them. Because I said I can't even walk around the place, because if I've got any skin showing, Canella will just come up and start like licking me on the skin. Like, she won't lick my clothes or my shoes or anything like that. It's gotta be like my skin, and like I just don't have the heart to move away from her when she's doing that. So yesterday was a big thing for me, you see, because as many of you know, it's been well over a year since my troubles started. It's been over a year, but it's almost been a year since I started going to court in relation to my family. Now, the thing is, after yesterday, it's over now. The court's over regarding my family. So I don't have to worry as much as I was before. So so now I can be a little bit more open as to what happened and like how things went on, because man, I had to be really careful. Still not quite sure what that does. Basically, what happened was, around this time last year, I had a meeting with the social services. The equivalent you guys have over there would be like Child Protective Services. Well, over here it's the social services. And what had happened was, we heard of what the social services wanted to do in relation with my children. And the social services plan was this. They believed that they had enough reason to permanently take my kids away from me and my wife and put them up for adoption. That's what happened. They were going to put my kids into in the adoption fucking mess. And the reason why they were going to be doing this was because the police had, I won't say they ballsed up, because ballsed up means they made a mistake and they were trying to fix it. No, they purposely was using things me and my wife had said. And so they had written reports, given it to the social services, and these reports weren't true, or they were shockingly misleading. And because of this, they just turned around and said, well, we're going to remove your children, we're going to do this. But the thing is, me and my wife had to agree. for them to take the children. And we said, no, we don't. Not only do we not believe that you guys have my children's best interest, you know, I know you have problems with me, and I understand that, but the problem is, why can't they go back to their mother? And it was... how can I put it? Because what it was, my wife's a good artist, alright? She's very good. She doesn't show her work as often, but she's a great source of inspiration for me. So during the early days, she would actually try and teach me how to draw. She'd teach me how to do things. But when she said she would teach me how to draw, immediately the police purposely put it down that she was saying she was teaching me how to draw anything that was rude. That it was her who did it. She never said it. In the police interviews, she never said it. And it took a very long time to get those police interviews in the court because they just weren't getting them. They weren't bringing them up. So everything that was happening was based upon an assumption of this might be it, and until we can disprove it, it will be taken as truth. And because of that, like, lots of bad things happened. And so this started with the social services plan of, I cannot be with my children and my wife. We were too dangerous, that we were doing all these things, not based on any actual evidence. This was based on things the social services were told by the police, and they acted upon it. So it caused so many problems, and to give you an idea of how bad it is, again, I'm actually able to speak about this now because it's fucking over. What had happened was, a few months back in September, well, not in September, quite a few months back, I believe it was back in February of this year, I made a massive post on my Tumblr, and the post was, it's something I didn't like doing, but I had to beg for help. Yes, zombie baby. I mean, rotten baby. It was something I wasn't happy of doing, because I had to raise a certain amount of money within no time, because the judge turned around and said the kids can go back with my wife, because again, the social services hadn't actually proven anything. But during this case, what had happened was the social services had proven that any time I had written a statement, they did not read it. The social services had to admit in court that anything I ever said in regarding to the case, they just disregarded it, or they just pretended it wasn't there. Because they would ask a certain question, I would answer it, and my answer doesn't lie in what benefits them. So they just turned around and said, well, we're not going to pay attention. And what I have found out is, with the social services, any other person, any other profession, when it comes to this stuff, they all turn around and say, social services are the worst. They, for some reason, have power to do things, but they're like, they don't want to do anything. It is so rare to actually find a social worker that will do their job correctly. But, what happened was, I had, you know, in order for my wife to get the kids back, we had to separate. Because, you know, that's how it is. Alright? Simple as. So, while we were doing everything, what was happening was, the police were taking so long to go through evidence, because the problem is, they already had in their mind who I was. They had already decided who I was. But the problem was, the evidence wasn't there. The things they were hoping to back up their claims were not there. And this was annoying them. And it got really bad, because at some point the judge said, she had enough, and she called for what was for finding a finding of evidence, or a fact-finding hearing, where everything was going to be put together because the police had turned around and said they had finished their investigation. So I'm still waiting to hear back if they're actually going to do anything at all. But during this fact-finding hearing, out of nowhere, the social services produced a whole load of... Ooh. They produced this this massive... Well, what do they call it now? A threshold, that's it. They brought forward a threshold that said it had new allegations against me. And I thought, allegations? What the hell? So I got to read what it was. And this might be a little difficult to... hopefully I can explain it well. But basically what had happened was, in order to get like evidence, the councils, the counselling parties, and all the legal teams, they had to go to a police station where the investigating officer showed them a video, and this video showed of her investigation. It was through this investigation that all these new allegations came up against me. But I don't even know how to describe this. It turns out that their version of an investigation was the most ridiculous, most piss poor thing I have ever heard in my life. Because the main allegation that was put against me, alright? Oh, sorry. The main allegation put against me was that I was using real images of real children to do drawings, which I wasn't. But because that's what they got, that's what they've been looking for. And they can't find it. I mean, for crying out loud. The police finally turned round. During this court case, the police finally turned round and said, okay, in regards to Jump Jump's wife, there is absolutely no evidence to show that she had any kind of involvement in anything he ever did. Like, we've known that, but it took a year for the police to actually admit that no, they didn't have evidence, when for ages they kept saying that they did have evidence. And then, ooh, what's this? Don't know what that is. Ooh. So the police have turned around and said to the court quite happily that they've got no evidence of me actually doing anything like that. You know, nothing that I've been doing. The problem is, though, as I found out, drawing those stuff over here is wrong. Alright? That's how the law sees it, and I'm going to have to respect the law on that. And it's still because of that fact, they're still a little, like, worried about me. And while I can turn around and say, you don't have to be worried about me, it's kind of a crazy person would say they're not crazy. So unless I get someone to officially diagnose me as not being crazy, I can't say or do anything. So while I'm not happy with that, I have to see it from their point of view, and I do understand. Doesn't mean it's nice, but I do understand, because if I do have that official thing saying that I'm not a problem, then there is no way they can turn around and try and like say no to me, do any crap like that. You know, I need that person saying that I'm good. So that's a bit of the fun that I've got to deal with. Well, honestly, what I have to do is, I'm just going to grab that because I don't know what it is. Does that hurt you to open doors? What I have to do is see a psychiatrist. But what's happening is the local authority are not helping me with that. So I'm either going to have to get one by my doctor, which can take months. And even then, the actual procedure of like seeing them and getting everything done, that could take years. or I can try and get the money myself to get it done privately. So, you know, that's the fun I've got to look forward to. Damn it. Damn it. What the hell happened to my head? Was that? Oh, there's a spider out. Oh, so if I get hit, the spider comes out? Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. So that's the fun I've got in regards to what I have to do. But this is what happened yesterday. All right. In the court, in the whole court arena, as it were, there are several parties. There is the local authority. Those are the ones that want to take my children away. There is my solicitor and my wife's solicitor. No matter what, couples always have separate legal teams, which is fine. And then we had what was called broken surrender. All right, let's see that. There is what's called a guardian. This is someone who is they are appointed to keep an eye and look out for what's best for the children. All right. The guardian. It's been a little difficult because the guardian hasn't had all the information, and it turns out that a lot of the information the guardian has been given by the social services, and when me and my wife found that out, we have had to argue over these things to get them removed because they weren't true and there was no evidence to back it up. We just had to try and find out, you know, where this comes from. So the social services were being really smarmy about what they were doing and how they were doing it. And man, I gotta admit, this whole procedure, everything, all this that's been going on, it's been killing me. It has been absolutely killing me. Because so much of it has been me not being able to say or to do anything for a long time. And during that time of me not being able to say or do anything, things... Oh, damn it. Okay, I've got to get better at dodging. And so, until I'm able to say or do something, these things are treated as they're truths. Until I can disprove them. And the reason for that is because, as I said, it's the sensitivity of the case. They've never really dealt with anything like this before. But in relation to what happened a few months back, these new allegations that were put up against me, it turns out what had happened was, and I'm seriously, you're gonna have to buckle in for this one. It turns out that the investigating officer doing all of this, what she did was she just went on Google and she typed in jump arrested. And anything she found that had to do with jump, she immediately said, oh, it was me. She said, like, I was doing it. Now, the extent of this went as far as them believing I had some sort of control over the Loudburu. They had no idea how internet sites worked. Every time I said, oh, I can't wait till I can do a bit of drawing, they literally turned around and said to the judge, oh, this means that he's going to be drawing really rude and naughty stuff. And that they had found, someone had created a blog which they called Jump's message board. I have no idea. I have no idea what on earth this thing is. But what had happened was someone had uploaded... Oh, let's see if... Whoop. Someone had made a site for me while I was gone. And they were uploading my old pictures on there. And when the police found it, instead of actually, you know, checking the date of the pictures, checking if it was me, they just said, oh, this is him. I'll allow this message. They just turned around and said, this was Jump. And so what happened, and like this but here we go. Reading the statement, it goes as far as saying, again, this is how technologically uneducated they are. They said, you know, me had I had a Tumblr with 32 patrons. Somehow they had like mixed my Patreon and my Tumblr. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And they're like, oh yeah, well he's obviously drawing stuff. Yes. And did you actually check to see? And they didn't. And one of the big ones that was going to be used against me, now this one was really going to screw me over. What they did was, how can I describe this best? All right. They turned round and said that I had secretly opened up, whoa, wow, the hell is that? Because what it was, I was hearing that people, what happened was, quite a few months back, I was hearing that people were pretending to be me. And they were using my name and drawing stuff and doing crap like that. And I was like, you know what, that's, I can't allow that to stand, because I had the intuition that if anyone comes across that, they will think it's me. And that is fucking exactly what happened. They just came across random things and they just thought it was me. Yay, lucky toe. So what had happened was they turned around and they said I had secretly opened up these media accounts, and I purposely kept them hidden from the court, so I was trying to deceive the court and its parties. That's a very frightening thing to have you accused of, that you were purposely trying to keep things hidden from the court, because it was their job. It was their job to show that I didn't care about the situation I was in, that I completely disregarded everything that was happening, and all I wanted to do, like, you know, I've got in trouble for doing something, and I'm continuing to do it. All right, that's what the one thing they were trying to prove. And this thing about me opening up the account and all that. But here's the weird thing, though. They put this accusation up about me doing all these things in September. The thing was, back in December of 2015, I had written a statement to the court, and in that statement, I already told everyone that I have opened up accounts. So what this showed to me was, the local authority got in trouble for not reading my statements. And even after they got in trouble, they still didn't read it, because they got in trouble because of the same goddamn thing. They still didn't read my statement. And so all these new accusations that were thrown up at me, I was able to dismiss every single one of them on the basis of me saying, did you actually check them? Can you actually prove that they're me? Because this is my account. So if I've done anything wrong on my account, fair enough. But these aren't me. These have nothing to do with me. You got to prove that these are me. You can't just say they are. So when they went to check them, they were like, oh shit, this actually has nothing to do with, no, Jump has nothing to do with this. And yeah, it's that they thought I was in control of the Loud Buru. They honestly thought I was in control of it. They think that every time that someone sees any type of picture of mine, I get money through it. And I was like, no, that's not how it works. Like, I had to go in depth and explain to them that, you know, anyone can open anything and say anything about anyone. You know, anyone can, like, the name Jump Jump is not trademarked. There's people that were called Jump Jump before me, you know. But this was just it was so shocking to see a complete lack of understanding. But the more I started to think about it, the more I started to go, hey up. Do they truly not understand, or is it a case of where they are purposely not doing a thorough job? Because you know, unless I questioned it, it looked very damning. Until I actually got it thrown out, it was really bad against me. So, did they do that on purpose? Did they purposely not do this? Because from what I can find out, the police were really banging. They were putting a lot of their hopes up on these new allegations they made to me, but I got them all dismissed. So I don't know what situation that's put them in. And so what happened yesterday was, it was the final hearing, and the social services, they were determined to only let me see my children 2 times a year. I'm not kidding. 2 times a year. And I was so angry at this. Now, the reason why they were going to make it 2 times a year, because the one who decides, the social worker, the woman who's been doing all of this, she read my post when I called her out. She read my post when I told everyone that she made a complete fucking ass of herself in front of the court and the judge. Because every time the social services went on the stand to speak, they only got themselves in more trouble. So it was in their interest not to say anything, because she completely ruined everything for themselves. She completely ruined everything because she had to answer, you know, and that was, did you read the husband's statements? No. Why not? You've had them for weeks. Oh, I read the other statements. Those came in after the husband. So why haven't you read his statements? And she couldn't answer. It was simple as that. She couldn't answer. And so, you know, these guys were saying they only wanted 2 times a year. But what happened was, the Guardian, the one that is the ones that's representing my children, okay, this is a new boss, described what they were doing as being draconian. She says it's completely unfair, and holy cowbells. Wah! Oh no, wait, I got a shield. So here's what the Guardian said. That she had the idea of, I get to see my children 6 times a year. Now, while that may immediately sound bad, what you have to remember is, well, I say what you have to remember. She had actually decided to let me see my kids at like during the holidays instead of the end of school. So even though it's 6 times a year, it's better than what I've got now. Her deal was a lot more better. And once I go through the checks and, you know, have actually someone turn around and say I'm not crazy, you know, as it were, I can have more time with my children. But as I said, I do understand why they're worried, because again, they need that confirmation and no one has made that one yet. So, you know, that's something I'm working towards. And completely out of nowhere, my barrister was shocked because he said to me that the social services folded. At the last moment, the social services turned around and said, okay, we've got to we're going to allow what the Guardian says. We're going to allow it. We're going to allow him to have see his children this many times. We're going to go through this. We're not going to bother fighting. We're not going to argue. Because, you see, if they had to argue, if they had to say that I could only see my kids 2 times a year, what they would have had to have done was actually go on the stand and explain to the judge why. They can't just say they want to do that. They have to say why. And the thing is, they couldn't. When I say they couldn't, here's the thing. This is how bad it got for me, alright? I see my kids on my own, which is fine. I have a great time with my children. Always make them laugh. Make every time I visit them absolutely amazing, alright? A few a few months back, what happened was I had bought my daughters some nice little Easter eggs. You know, because that's what you do, because Easter eggs are fucking like, you know, they're banging, they're awesome, right? Especially the bounty ones. Fucking love bounty. Love myself a bit of coconut. Anyway, I had gotten them their Easter eggs, and of course they wanted to have a bit of fun, so they were asking, like, they wanted to unwrap the eggs, but they couldn't break the eggs. So they did what kids normally do, is my children gave me the eggs, and they asked if I could open it for them. You know, I'm the big strong daddy. Yeah, of course I'll open it. I'm so strong. But I was pretending I couldn't open it. I was exaggerating my words. I was all over the place. I was being silly. My daughters could not stop laughing. They thought it was fucking hilarious that the big strong daddy, he can't open up a chocolate egg. But at one point I said, how can I ever penetrate such a fortress? And what I didn't know was that the worker who was there that day, who was kind of new, she had taken what I had said and gave it a sexual connotation and tried to use that against me. They honestly took a word out of context and just said, oh, he said this, which means that he's being really inappropriate. Oh no, he's being really bad. Now, while that may sound terrible, when this was brought, because what it is, every so often I have to have a meeting with lots of other people to make sure the needs of my children are being met. So when this social worker turned around and said, oh yeah, he said a word, and when everyone actually found out the story behind it, everyone face palmed. They couldn't fucking believe it. They couldn't believe that this woman was so fucking dense that she would turn around and say something with that much seriousness. And I don't know. So what it was, if she wanted to turn around to the court and say, like, I was behaving inappropriately with my children, I was doing things wrong, which means that I should have less time with my children, that means, like, you know, she'd have to actually show what it was I was doing. And let's see if this will work. Will it go through, or is it? Oh no, it's just there. So I said I would pay good money, and I honest to God would. I am poor as fuck, but I would pay out my fucking nose if she had the balls to go in the witness stand and say that to the judge. And I believe that is what they were planning to do. They were planning to use those, like, stuff like that against me. But of course, they knew they couldn't. So we believe that at the very last moment, they were like, oh fuck, we can't actually use these arguments. We can't use it. But here's the thing though. I am still in a bad situation because of what I've drawn and all that stuff, and again, how they see it. Again, I completely understand. I understand what they mean. So it was, the Guardian had the ability to turn around and say, I can't see my children at all. But she didn't. So let me just, boom. Seriously, nothing. Okay, what does this do? Ooh, makes everyone sick. Lovely. So, yeah, at the last moment, social services turned around and said, okay, then we will, we'll just let it go. So, as far as I know now, court's over now. I don't have to go to court regarding my children. The only reason I can think of is if, I haven't seen it yet, but like, we've got to write contracts over what's going on. If I break the contract, then I can understand that they have to turn around and say, I broke the contract, so you've got to go back to court to tell me off. That I completely understand. Or if in the future, when I've done everything I've needed to do, and I say, alright, I've done my part, give me more time. If they turn around and say no, I can take them to court, and the judge will say to them, he's done his part, he's allowed to see his children. So let's just... Yeah, I got loads of bombs. Lovely. So that's over, but I'm saying it has to be some of the most difficult crap ever, because the extent of which they went in order to smear me and my wife was so bad. And again, a great example I can give you is at the very start, when all this started, I met with one social worker, and he had a terrible habit of purposely not giving us information or not telling us stuff when they should have. But what happened was we went to a meeting with the social services, and we spoke about what was going on, what was agreed with, and then we had to sign what was called a contact agreement. This means that, you know, want to see our children, but we're going to state what's going on. So it's a, you know, stating all the facts, what's going on, how it's going to happen. You know, it's actually really important. And what had happened was, we had gone in the meeting, we had spoken, we got everything sorted, and then they gave us the documents and they said, oh, you know, can you just sign it? And now, of course, as you know, when you sign anything, you have to be careful because you don't know what it is you're signing. So me and my wife sat there, we thought, you know, we'll give it a bit of a read. To my... Again, I was shocked, and then I wasn't shocked. What they did was they changed... They had changed what me and my wife had said. And at no point, since everything started, has my wife ever turned around and said she has drawn anything inappropriate. But they changed this document, which said that my wife had told them that she was doing all this stuff. Had my wife signed that document, she would have been admitting guilt to something she hadn't done. And this is what they did. This is how they do things. They were... Okay. Oh, wait, I'll just allow that message. Give me a moment. Did I allow it? Yep. The facts of what was going on were, like, from my understanding what the law says and everything, they were bad enough. But for some reason, they felt the need to exaggerate everything. And I spent more of my time fighting fake accusations than I did defending the things I actually did. So much of my time was wasted arguing over things I never did. But then again, we're talking about the same people that take every word and twist it to mean something else for them, you know. Oh, he said... I'm not kidding. They stood... Right. I was once in the courtroom, and out of nowhere, the legal team for the local authority, the social services, they got up, they looked the judge straight in the face, and they went, "Oh, Your Honor, we have something to tell you," and it's like really serial. They were like, "Okay, what is it? What you gotta tell me?" And they said that before we went in for that hearing that day, they had approached me to ask me for my children's passports, sorry, and I refused. I completely refused to give them the passports. It was... I've been angry, but this is the first time that I almost completely lost my temper in the courtroom. Because at no point had they actually gone anywhere near me, and had they pushed it any further, then I would have demanded that the CCTV would have been checked to prove that they have never spoken to me. Can I get in with that? So, again, this was the kind of bullshit I was dealing with. There was no reason for them to have lied, but they still felt it was necessary to lie. Luckily, the judge was good, and she's like, okay, clearly I can see, she's pointing at me, shaking his head, I can clearly see how he is, so she kind of got them to back down very quickly, because again, it was their job to do everything they could to show that I was a horrible, evil, nasty person, that I refused to work with anyone, that I was just trying to create problems. That was it. They had to show that narrative to the judge, just so the judge can, like, not be as willing to allow things for me. Electric penny, wealth of power. Don't know what it does. Let's have a look. Yay! Contact. Brilliant. What's in here? Oh. I actually got keys to give him. Giant bean mega farts. I'm just gonna have that. It was... Alright, now I'm finished with you. Yeah. Well, not really, Lars. The thing is that I have been cut off from speaking or seeing everyone. I've been cut off. You know, due to the fact of this, I only found out quite a while after it was put forward that my mother had cancer. And the reason why I found out extremely late was because everyone was just scared to talk to me, just in case, because my family still want to see my children. But the social services said no. Like, if you have anything to do with me, then we're going to put you down as well. Again, they've gotten in trouble for this, but it's taken a long time to get that done. But because of their actions, I haven't had a chance to know anything. And it has been extremely frustrating for me because, again, I haven't been able to talk about it because I haven't had anyone to talk about it to. No. No, I know what happened. I know who reported me. I said I was given all the information. I was told how it went down. So, you know, bloody heck, man, so many hands. So, I mean, it's a pain. I would rather be spending my time working on my comics, working on my drawings, interacting with people. I hate the fact that so much of my time has been taken up by this crap. I'm annoyed at the fact that it's taken 55 weeks to get to this point in this court. 55 goddamn weeks. And Lucky Rock, there's something inside. Oh, I don't need anything like that, do I? Alright. Let me just get rid of this fella first. I don't think I have... Oh wait, yeah, I got the shielded contact lenses, so yay. Shielded, well, the contact lenses are absolutely fantastic. Whoa, no, it doesn't block that. And I got a chest and an angel room, so is there any... Oh! I didn't know I unlocked this yet. Transcendence. Solar system. Oh yeah, Transcendence is a nifty one to have. That's quite good. I kind of went into this just thinking that I wasn't... What the hell is that? What the hell are those? Okay, I'm just lucky they're on that side because I don't think they're able to attack me there. Ooh, and the music's very nice here. I said, it was because of all this crap that I was so scared of coming back into the community. I was scared of opening a Patreon. I was so scared of it, but I just pushed myself to go, I'm gonna, I can't let this crap get me down because I didn't want to, And, I have started a Patreon again. I have started going on Tumblr again. I have started to do work. And it's... Stuff like this can really mess with your mind because, as I was saying, like, because so much of my time was spent not being able to say anything or do anything, and I was just waiting. Man, it was driving me bloody stir crazy. But ever since, like, what happened, like, I've just... So... But, as I was too pissed off to just... to go down. I was, no matter how bad it made me feel, no matter how much it hurt me, no matter how much it was just fucking destroying me on the inside, I couldn't, I just refused to let it beat me. I refused to. Local man too angry to die. And that's the sort of thing that kept me going. What the hell are these things? Oh crap, they leave fire. Oh crap, they leave fire. Oh, and that one's got a gravitational pull. I'm loving these new enemies. Oh, listen, I know why. I know who said it. I know why they said it. As I said, I was given all the information, so it's not like it's a secret to me. I know exactly what's going on. I know exactly how it happened. Oh wait, yeah, that's a boss, isn't it? I thought, why wasn't he dying? I didn't see his massive fecking health bar at the top. Oh, I hate these guys. Oh. Is it... Because from what I learned, though, the ones that were doing this, what they want me to do is give up. What they want me to do is just turn around and say, no, I can't do it anymore. They don't want me to continue fighting. They don't want me to challenge them because it's inconvenient for them. They just want me to give up and not have any involvement with anything. But, no, Sonny Jim, I'm not going to allow that. I'm going to keep going. So... I said, here I am. I'm still going. It's finished. The court is finished now, which is fantastic. I no longer have to sit here and... Well, I've got to wait for what's going on with the criminal stuff, but, that I don't really care about. Well, I say I don't care about. Of course I care about it. It's just the one thing that was going on right now that was causing me so much bother. It's over now. That part's over. One of the biggest things that was causing me so much bloody pain is now over. And now I know what I can do. Now I know I can move forward. And that's what I'm doing. Whoa, bloody heck. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it doesn't show you when the black ones go on this mod, does it? So now I've got that all done up, I can try and fight, I believe it's Isaac? He should be in here? Here we go. Oh. Oh, luckily he hit me, so the fly's attacking him, so that's going to take a lot of damage off him. Oh, now we hit the spider. Got him going. Yeah, this is going to be... Best thing for me to do is just try and stay out of this. Come on. Whoa. Sorry, it's just kind of consigning in here. And I'm also paranoid that my internet's going to go out. Because it's been playing up over the last few days. So if it does go off, don't worry, I will be back. But, yay! Nice. Isaac Tears have now appeared in the basement. You've unlocked the secret exit? Okay, we've got Cain, Magdalene, Eve, Samson by beating 2 levels without taking any damage. Asriel make 3 deals with the devil, Lazarus, Bethany, and Jacob. I would like to get those guys. So with Isaac so far, I've beaten his mother on hard, and I've beaten the cathedral. There's a lot more I can do. I think I have to unlock the catacombs? Oh, I'm not quite sure. I haven't beaten anything with these guys, so let's see. Did I beat anything with Eden? Let's try Eden. Let's see what we get. What do I get? I got shoot the whoop, shooting my laser. It's not too weak. Okay, this might be a good run. So, yeah, I mean, I'm feeling so much better. I really am. I'm feeling fantastic. Although, ever since I got home after court yesterday, I have just been sleeping. I have not been able to keep myself awake at all. Oh, yeah, quad shot. And I've just realised I can't see my health. So I have no idea what it is. Let me just... There we go. Can't be arsing about with them all the time. Judgment. Yeah, we'll leave him. Alright, and Jesse, you have a good time. See you later. But like, yeah, now I'm not having to worry about attending court or doing any stuff like that. I've got a lot more freedom now. I can do a lot more stuff. So I am hopefully going to be able to start working a lot more on my comics and, well, just making more content now. Normally I would have done a big update on my Patreon on like near the end of the month, but because everything was happening around that time, I kind of had to like yeah, I had to pull back for a bit. And now that's done, I said I don't have to worry now. I can just do the stuff. I can go and do what I need to do now, which is a massive relief for me. Okay, if he's not picking up any hearts, does that mean he only has soul hearts? Oh, please don't say he's only got soul hearts. Yeah, I think they've only given me soul hearts. Oh, great. No, I've always been allowed to draw Synkids. And yes, actually, me and Swag were talking about that the other day. Trying to get it so we can play with you on the map. We haven't like forgotten you. Oh no, we're like still taking it seriously. Let's see. In regards to the Allowed comic, I still can't quite touch that yet until I know what's going on. But due to how things were going to work, Chapter 3 was not going to be the last chapter. It might have been the biggest chapter I've done. Like, I think every time I was doing the comic, it was getting more and more. But, nah, Chapter 3 would not have been the last one. But then again, as... Oh, it's a secret locked room. Aha. I mean, there is nothing wrong with doing certain things. Again, I just have to follow what I am allowed to do and what I like can't do, as long as I don't do anything stupid that will get me in trouble, which I haven't done. Everything I've done so far has not gotten me in trouble at all, so I still should be able to, you know, do a few things. Oh, spider. I've just got to get a key first. This run is not being generous. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. I think my luck stat might be a little low. Okay, got some bombs. Could I get through here? Yeah. Yes! Transcendence! Fuck yeah! Boom, baby! Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Oh, okay, I just walked... See, that's what I mean. I just walked straight into it, and now I'm nothing. So, I've got to find a bit of health. I done goofed. I got so excited I wasn't looking at what was in front of me. Alright, don't run, jump. There you go. Much better. Oh, wait, yes, slow effect. Oh, fuck. Oh, great. Now my head's gone. I can't see anything. Oh, phew. Yes, HP up. Ooh. What's this? Okay. I'm in the... Oh, this place looks nice. Oh, I love how this place looks. Whoa! What the hell was that? Okay. Now I've got Transcendence, it should be... Oof! Okay, as long as I don't feckin' walk into these things, I should be fine. What the hell is that? Ah, seriously, man, this room is nice. I love the water effect. And I've noticed that this place is pretty much filled with new enemies. So, I'm liking that as well. Whoa, whoa. Alright, let's get some poop out the way. Let's see if there's anything nice to grab underneath. Oh man, I remember being stuck in the water temple because I forgot to use temporary invincibility or yeah, that would be better. That because what it was, I didn't know that you had to play Zelda's Lullaby in order to get the blocks to move. I didn't know that, so I was stuck in the water temple for ages. Whoa. But I never really had that. I mean, apart from... Oh, flipping Nora! What the heck? Man, do you know what? I can't wait. When they make this an official patch, well, official DLC for the game, you're damn right I'm going to be buying it. Because I love this game. Whoa. Okay, and there is an invisible guy. You can only see his reflection. We got... Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so don't shoot the buckets. Don't shoot the buckets. Okay. I gotta remember that. Don't shoot the bucket. Whoa. Now I say, because I've played this game so much, so having all this new stuff is fantastic. Right, come on. Nice. Come on. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna clear out all the rooms first. Oh, there's nothing in here. I'll leave it then. Okay, now most likely I'm going to be fighting a boss I haven't seen before, given how everything has been on here so far. So, well, as I say, let's hope for the best. Beelzebub. Ooh, fudge. Alright, I've got quite a lot of things, so I'm quite powered up. Oh. Why am I just not... Yeah, why aren't I using my temporary invincibility? And... that is... Ooh, tears up. One more. And what is this? Oh. Ooh, okay then. Cornella, you better not be doing anything silly, Missy. I can hear you. She is a lovely thing, but she is also very fussy. Mines. Ooh. What the hell is that? Holy cow! Oh, oh no. None of that. Oh, I thought that was a collectible then. Okay, so you can shoot those little things and they will calm down. Rocks. I don't know if a rock was released by one of those things or if it's just another thing that can come out from rocks. So, fuck, I'm loving this. Ooh. Come on. Oh wait, got freaking I've got to remember to use my items more. Is that it? Oh no, wait, it's in there. I have seen Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's oh, I guess this is what those like skeleton wheel enemies look like. Well, before they go in Dark Souls. Actually, looking at them makes me hungry. Whoa. I know of Five Nights at Freddy's. Thanks to MatPat and the Game Theory channel, I know a lot of the lore of it and how it's completely batshit insane. Not bad, just insane. But the thing is, I haven't actually played it, so... Whoa, okay, shield up. Okay, so those ones blow up, run after you and blow up. That is fun. Come on. And you guys, come on. Come on down. So, if I was to play the Five Nights at Freddy's game, I would have absolutely no idea what to do. I would have no idea. Oh, let's see if we can get 150. Upgrade the shop. Black candles in the basement. Lovely. Might as well put the rest in there. There's fan-made games of it. I don't know about that. That's a little beyond me. Hello, Cornella. Oh, just watching her and Zenny just grooming each other. Oh, they're actually getting on really well. Hey, Bella else will be in trouble. I should, with the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. I don't really know what to make of it. It's well, it is clearly a phenomenon, and you know I can't deny that. What the hell is that? What the hell are those? Bloody heck, man! This. Do you know what? Okay, that thing looks like. What the hell? Okay, so those things can confuse you. Oh, that was very unchristian. That was very unchristian of them. Luckily, I do have a bit of health here. The thing is, when I think of a fan-made game at Five Nights at Freddy, I just think of them... It's... Okay, we've seen the fan art. Alright? So I'm just imagining that they're making that, like, real. Whoa. Let's just not get into that mess. But, like, I don't know why, but I've got... Wow. I've got the idea in my head that there's going to be a Five Nights at Freddy remake. Ooh, okay, chemical peel or chemical peel. Get my damage up. Okay, hopefully I can do something when I fight this boss then. I'm not sure what to expect. One night at Flumpties. What? We know. Fuck off, Chumzik, you bastard. I've seen the secret ending to Wreck-It Ralph. What the hell? Oh, fuck! Damn it! Oh, crap, I used another one. Alright, let's see if I can get that done again. Okay. Oh, I have some piercing shots. That's nice. And I've got a key, so hopefully I can get through that room immediately. It's already made. Blinking out, man. Those Five Nights at Freddy's games, they're made before they're announced. Yeah, it's quite an impressive thing, really. The guy does work well. Is that hot sauce? Is that a fist? What is that? Knockout drops, they pack a punch. Okay, what does this do? Did it just put my tears up? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay. Five Nights at Freddy Reborn. Oof. Oof. Ooh. Damn it! Those things, man! I mean... Okay. I'm not quite sure what sort of Pandora's box I'm going to open here, but I have had the unfortunate mistake of coming across some Source filmmaker Five Nights at Freddy videos. Oh, oh, I've got Taurus. Oh, brilliant. Got extra bandages. Pop through here. Oh. And when I've seen it, when I see some of the models that they've used, I'm pretty sure that there's like better looking robots to use for your dirty smut. Why are you using him? Why are you using him? He's got a hook for a hand. That's not going to be nice for anyone who's experiencing what he's doing. Oh. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Okay. Okay, let him throw a few more of those. Or will my invincibility come into play before he does it? Oh, I'm speeding up. Come on. There we go. Haha. I don't... Furries can be very hit or miss for me. I've met a lot of nice people and they just happen to like furry stuff, you know, and like, that's been fine. And other times I've come across furries that are... I don't know how best to put it. Right, use that. Buy that. Get myself a heart. Bonus, hopefully get another heart before I go through the next door. Furries aren't a problem. People are a problem, you know. It's like when people say like, oh, the fandom's terrible. No, it's not the fandom, it's the people that are a problem. You know, and like, there are good and there are bad people. Some people would be more than happy to introduce you to many new things. Some of them are really good. And other people can just be massive dickheads. You know? I'm pretty sure that one's Teuton Command, and the other one is a teleport. So I am just not going to bother with them because none of them are good. Sorry, just grabbing something here. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, thought I'd lost my controller then. Well, as I said, it's... Okay, I've seen that picture where the person captured, like, the capturing, like, it's this, what looks like a little girl petting, like, a big dog. And then, like, the person's commented, that's not a dog. And you're like, wait a minute. Oh, no. It's not a dog, it's a person. Whoa, whoa, I was not looking when those guys came up. Ooh, come on then. Come on. Alright, I'm going to try and get my heart thingy refilled. Ah, not Leo the bunny. Ah. Whoa. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek on what I'm doing. Okay, sounds like a video and a half to watch, that does. Ah, come on. Haha. I might have looked out on this Eden. Because what I've done is I remember quite a while ago, I really did like the idea of creating a visual novel. Trying it out. Oh, let me just allow that message. Do you know what? I got your song, I saved it, but I haven't listened to it yet. I'm not going to lie to you, I haven't listened to it yet. Not because I don't want to, but because I forgot to listen to it. But I did remember to save it so I could listen to it. I'm very sorry. Yes, I have seen. I have seen the Louds as werewolves. Again, it's good stuff. It's quite well done. But a while back, I actually bought myself. Quite a while back, I bought a. I actually bought a visual novel program. Now there are some you can just get for free, like Ren'Py. The problem with Ren'Py is there's no graphic user interface. It's all coded. And the problem is, as anyone who deals with coding can tell you, it is a right pain in the arse. You know, you accidentally put a comma instead of a full stop, and that's it. The whole thing's bloody ruined. You can't get it back. Did I make them as... Well, the idea of the Louds being animals, that is something I am doing on Patreon at the moment. That's Lamia Lucy, so she's a snake. Lola's a dog. Lana's a cat. Luann's a muff. Lenny is a spider. And Lisa is a mouse. And Lincoln just has to, like, deal with them all. Lincoln has to deal with all their shenanigans. But then now the court thing's over with, I can work so much more now on that stuff. So I should be able to get a lot more content done much faster now. Oh, come on, start. There we go. Oh, yeah. I've got loads of cute stuff. I said that the comic that I'm doing is very adorable, as it should be. It should be adorable. But this visual novel stuff that I bought, it's I actually started to try and use it, and I'm making like a little demo. And I'm absolutely loving this program. I'm absolutely loving making this visual novel with this program, because it has such a simple graphic user interface, and it is so easy to drag and drop, put things in. Like, with Ren'Py, if you put in an item, you had to manually type in where you wanted that person to be, how big you wanted them to be, and all that stuff. And it's the amount of times it's screwed up and it wouldn't work. But with this one, it said you can do it visually, and it makes it so much more easier. It's so much time is saved, but I can also do things such as, which I really like the idea of, having videos in the background while characters are there. So I can do all the things that I always wanted to do, but I just didn't have the knowledge of doing it. Okay, anti-gravity tears or the turdy touch. The only, or E. coli. I can't change them, so I'll just get that. I'll have to try and remember that. Come on. Whoa. Yee. No one in here, but there might be a secret there. Nope. Alright, then I'll just have to go back to where the bus is and hopefully not have my ass kicked. Oh. So, like, I am making a kind of demo. And because... oh, what's this? The Rainmaker? Oof. Oof. Ooh. Okay, I gotta admit, very graceful boss. I do like it. I do like how it looks. I like its moves. I'm loving it so far. Okay, come on. Haha. 8 ball, yay, speed shot up. That is what I need. Magician, never miss your goal. That is going to be very handy in the next run. Use that. Go down. Get myself another heart. Curse of the Giant. Can't remember that one. What the hell? Okay, so I've got 2 gravity stones there. Oh, fudge. Oh, this... God damn it. I'm going to have to wait for my invincibility to come in. There we go. Okay, this is going to be a lot more... I need some better power-ups for my tiers because I don't... I'm not going to do well on this one. Oh, crap. Oh, bloody heck. Come on. Okay, 1 heart left. Come on, give me some hearts. Oh, crap. Yay! Come on. Really determined to get this one. No! Thank goodness. What the hell? What the? Okay, so I think if I break rocks in this level, they can come to life. And flipping Nora, behave yourself, lad. Do it. No, not a heart. I don't get a dicky bird. I could try and risk it to try and find... but then again, I could try and... screw it. I know I'm not going to make it, so I might as well try the boss. Oh, it's this... Oh. Okay, that was fair. That was fair. Alright, let's try some Cain. Curse of the Lost. Okay, this isn't too bad. So hopefully during this month I will be like uploading a link so you can download this little demo. Like Patreon members are gonna get it first because you know, I fucking owe it to them. You know, I know which side of the bread is buttered. You know what I'm saying? And I am just sucking balls. Do I know the song that goes da 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 da? Is that sand? Is that fucking Sandstorm? And if that really is that, I have no idea how I know it. That's bollocks. Restart. Yeah, well, I know it's challenging, but it's I like it. It's a good challenge. Oh, come on. Let me just get a bomb. Get myself 2 nice, lovely chests. Whoa, flip. Maybe I should. I'm trying to figure out, is the Lost in this version of the game? Or is it in... I gotta try and remember what is in what version. It's a pop song. Well, that narrows it down. Is it Barbie Girl? No, it's not Barbie Girl. And now all I can think of are songs by Aqua. And that makes me probably sound really super old. Oh, you bastard spiders. Because I know that in the... Because the way I was able to unlock it in the... crap, what's it called? In the one I got on the Switch, that is like the latest version... If you have a missing poster, you could go to the Room of Sacrifice and die, and by doing that you unlock the Lost. But I think here, yeah, it's like ridiculously complicated. Oh, no, I've got no problem with Aqua. I've got no problem with them. I like Aqua. I'm just worried that, like, no one else here is going to understand the sophisticatedness that is Turn Back Time by Aqua. You know. Or how great Dr. Jones was. Or Roses Are Red. I do know that the song Roses Are Red was used for a particular artist who did a furry video. Like, he did a lot of furry art. I can't remember his name, but I do remember... the controversy that surrounded him. Apparently he turned out to be he was a diaper fur, and when this got out he just got really silly and stuff went downhill. Like, the guy was a really good artist. I think he even did some work for Adult Swim with his animations. Man, everything's connected back to the furries. Why is that? How are the furries connected to everything? Okay, have I actually found the... Oh, I was going to say if I found the treasure room. Alright, let's get rid of these guys. Oh, god damn you. I'm always forgetting which of the enemies are the ones that explode and do one of those... tear bursts. Man, I really fancy listening to Aqua now. Come on, be something good. It's okay. Could be better. Run through here. Oh goodness me, I'm a little sleepy. It's all that, as I said, I've just been so tired over the last few days. Well, ever since I came back from court, I've just been like sleeping. Here we go. Come on. Whoa. Damn it. It's a sex machine. Oh. Oh, can't let this hit me. Yay. And I got some breakfast. I'm wondering if I should be trying to attempt those rooms as early as I am now, because I know when it comes to get like these dungeon crawlers, there's many items that are so helpful, and I haven't got any of those items yet. I said this is still technically like a new game. Like, I've only completed it 3 times so far, so I don't have that much unlocked. So it might be worth it for me to like take on a few challenges to get a few more items. Stop moving, you little shits! There you go. The only sex machine I know is played by Tom Savini in the film From Dusk Till Dawn. If you don't know if you can't remember what character he is, he's the one that has like he has like this metal padding over his crotch, and then like when it opens up, it's got a barrel, and he's got like two, and he's got well basically he's got a gun that looks like a dick, and he's called Sex Machine. I mean that is reason enough to watch that film. Actually, From Dusk Till Dawn is a really good film. Really bloody good. Yes, Aku, the cock gun. That was a good gun. Do I risk it? Boom! Yes! Look up. I believe that's a cursed item. This one will just make me a little faster and boost up my range. So there you go. With that cursed eye, you have to charge your shots, and if you get hit while being charged, it will teleport you out the room, which is a right pain in the ass, because sometimes you could be fighting a boss, almost get it, and then you get hit, then you're kicked out of the room, and you have to redo the whole thing again. When it comes to the Loud House, when it comes to fanfics, I don't really read fanfics. It's this kind of weird thing I do. It's I try my best to not read other people's stuff. Not because I'm being like an arrogant dick or anything like that. It's because I'm just worried that I may get like a little influenced through the work, and instead of like, if I keep myself separated from other people's work, then I've got more chance of creating something on my own. If that makes sense. I know it's weird. I can't. What the hell? Whoa, whoa. Okay. So, fella jumps up, sprays, runs around. Okay, this ain't too bad. Oh, he's confused, which means I may be able to get... Whoa. May be able to get some good shots in. Whoa. Oh, okay. Fuck! What the... Oh, god damn! Sadly, I can't tell you that reason, because that's one of the big things that happens in the comic. One of the, like... Yes, Book of Sin. That is one of the big things that happens in the comic, so... I can't let you know. Except that I know there are so many questions, but I've got answers to them. And... as in the same way as when we find out what broke Luan, you know, how big it was and how shocking it was for people. That's going to be the same with all the other things. Oh, you smelly bastard. Get here. Stop. There you go. Well, I'm not going to be a tease. Again, a lot of stuff has happened. I have to be careful what I do. And I'm still trying to figure out everything I can and can't do. Alright? I mean, I know there are certain things 100% won't get me in trouble. It's absolutely fine. But some things I'm still not quite sure about, because I haven't been given a full answer to them yet. But don't worry. Don't worry about that, because I will have something sorted. Do I give him... I'll give him coins. Might be able to get something good off him. Come on, give me some health. Ooh, even better. Balls of steel and look of the draw. Okay then. No, I haven't drawn it. That doesn't mean I won't draw it, it's just I can't draw it at the moment. Because, again, okay, here's a little thing. When I had to deal with the new accusations that were thrown at me at court a few months back, the reason why it could have been so damaging towards me was because they believe that I'm a person. Okay, they think that any type of rude picture I've drawn it for my own satisfaction. And I can tell you now, that's not the case. You know, whenever I've drawn anything rude, it's never been for my satisfaction. But they're going on the narrative that it is. And the reason why they were so much into the whole, I had started drawing that stuff or I had started doing that stuff again, it was because that meant I couldn't stop myself, that I couldn't resist, that my urges were too strong. I know it sounds like crap, but that's what they were hoping for. So had they been able to successfully prove this stuff, then I'd be in a lot of trouble. But, you know, I was able to disprove it. So I've got to figure out, if I was to draw the Loud comic, if I was to draw more of it, as I said, I can go from right now to the very end of the comic and not, if I really tried hard, even though it would be quite difficult in regards to getting some points of the story across, I can pretty much go to the rest of it without drawing anything rude at all. Without drawing anything pornographic. I can easily do that. But I do not know if they're going to turn around and say, okay, you didn't draw anything rude, fair enough, but because you've implied that something might happen, then that means you can't resist it, and then they'll throw it all out. Again, if this was another medium, then I wouldn't have so much scrutiny over everything I was doing. I'm not kidding about that. If it was, you know, if I was writing a book, doing a TV show, anything else, they wouldn't care. But because I'm drawing, they care about everything I do. So, if I'm able to find out how I can do the comic and be able to defend myself, then I'm going to do it. I just don't know what rules they are going by. And it's in their rules are very loose. Okay, so even if I do complete this floor, I'm not going to be able to get into that place unless I do this. Right, if I'm lucky and I don't get hit, I might be able to get into the next room. And so, oh crap, it's him again. Damn it. As I said, it's they've already made up their mind about me, and they are just trying to find anything they can to back up their conclusion. from the very beginning, as I said, from the beginning, they never gave me a chance. They were never going to listen to me. They had already decided who I was, what I do, and that was it. So it is a case of where if someone else was to do it, they wouldn't bat an eye to it. They wouldn't bat an eye at all to it. But because it's me, then everything has to do with something inappropriate. And that's the thing I've got to deal with. Pain in the balls as it may be, that doesn't mean I can't do anything. That doesn't mean that I have to sit down and submit to the crap. Let's see if we can get this one as well. Yay! Yay! No, it doesn't mean it will go on forever. It will just go on for as long as it does. Again, as I said, in relation to the police, as far as I know, they finished their investigation and they're just seeing if anything can be done. It's already been proven that I haven't done anything to anyone at all. I haven't. But because of what I've drawn, it's like, oh, there might be something else. As in, my ignorance of the law is not a reason for me to not, you know, face consequences for my actions. But the thing is, I have not done anything wrong, or really, I have not done anything that can get me in trouble since the day I was arrested. Since then, I have not done anything wrong. And that is a massive bother for all of them. Because for the person they are saying I am, I shouldn't be able to not do it. I should be going, oh my god, I can't take it anymore. I have to draw this lewd image. And because I'm not doing that, they're having a bit of a problem with me. As silly as it sounds, that's what the case is. It's just that. And as I said, it will go on as long as it needs to go on. It will go on until they finally go, all right, then we'll leave it. Oh crap! I can't remember. Is that Magnetic Tears? I can't remember what that one is. It's not an item one. If it's Magnetic Tears, I've got a really good chance of getting hurt. Because it just draws all the enemies to you. And, you know, you don't want that stuff. No, can't get that. Okay, so this level hasn't started off good. I haven't got any good items. Oof, well, that's useful. Yeah, I believe because there's like an item snatcher which draws all the items to you. So even if they are in places where you need to be able to fly to get to, or a key, anything, you can get them. It will allow you to get the items without, you know, having the arbitrary like without meeting the conditions. But the Magnetic Tears one, it said it just draws enemies to you, and it is such a pain. I think it's one of those ones that's really good if you synergize it with something else. If you're able to do that, then it's really helpful. But on its own, nope. Oh, the bunnies. I said they're doing absolutely fine. Canella got out of the room the other day and she ran into my brother's, because I've got my brother staying with me, and so she jumped into his room. And I told him, I was like, bro, look, you're going to have to get her out. You can't let her stay in the room. And so I was just staying in bed, and I was there for 10 minutes while I... Oh, damn it! I have not seen that bomb before. The leech, that leech one on the side, that bloodsucker, that's very helpful. It will give me... If it kills an enemy, it gives me a heart. But the bum one. That looks so... Oof. I've never seen that before, and I wanna get that, but ooh, yeah, okay, yeah, that probably would have caused more trouble. I'm gonna have to get him. He causes a lot of damage, so get something with that. And so I was hearing my brother begging my rabbit. He was going, "Please, Cornella, come out," and it was just hilarious because he couldn't get her out. So, because she stayed under his bed, and when we tried to get her out, she wasn't budging, and she just got to a point where she was picking things up and throwing them about. She was having fun. She was having a lot of fun. Bombs with random effects. Yeah, I'm going to miss that. This Bloodsucker's a lot better. And so, I had to get her, and sadly, I said she doesn't like being grabbed, so I had to, like a bear-like voice when I grabbed her. Because she was just going to run away. Cornella does not like being picked up. And so, having picked her up, she was not happy at all with me. Brought her back in this room. She finally went down. Like, stamped her feet due to herself being unhappy. But immediately after, she came up to me and she wanted a fuss. So, she weren't happy, but, you know, she still knows that, you know, me and her are friends, which is good. Come on. Okay, got 5 keys, 3 coins. Always, any change you get, always put it in the donation box. You always get good stuff. But bombs look pretty and shiny. Well, I do like shiny bombs, but it's a sacrifice I'm going to have to make. Come on. Whoa. Oh, I have to keep an eye on them. I mean, Cornella's finally... it doesn't get tiring because it annoys that I have to say that. It annoys me that I can't just do what I want to do. That annoys me. You know, I do feel like I'm disappointing people. You know, but when it comes to drawing or doing anything, the first person I do it for is for me. Because I want to do it. Please be good. Yeah, that's alright. Like, it annoys me because like I had created. I was said the day that everything went bad was also the same day I was working on. Damn it! Might as well get the fish head. I was actually working on doing newer pages, but the thing is, with those pages, looking back at them, I should be able to do them. I mean, I can't see why I can't. They're just innocent pages, so I should be able to do them. But then again, I don't know how things are going to be worded, because when I spoke to my barrister for the family thing, they said the police believe I am going to be drawing that stuff again. They've got no proof that I'm going to do it. They've got nothing to show that I will do it, but they just believe it. And again, as my barrister said, they're paid to be suspicious, so I shouldn't take it personally. Come on, I want to get you before you get me like you did last time. Whoa. Okay, gotta watch it for that crossfire. Okay, that was unfair. Haha! Right. Man, these things are just causing so much damage. Yes! Mother flipper. Where is my accent from? Well, you can probably tell I'm English, but if you're talking about my regional accent, I grew up around quite a few places in the Midlands area, And because of that, I've picked up a lot of their dialect. But mostly the strongest accent that I have is what's called... because I used to live in Birmingham. So I have a Blummy accent. And when we normally say Birmingham, we don't say Birmingham, we go Birmingham. What do you like there, mate? And I can let me put it like this. When I start speaking to my friends who are also from Birmingham, my wife can't understand me. When the accent really comes through, she can't understand me. I think one of the biggest problems with other people taking over the Loud comic is that they want to know what the story is, how it will end and everything, and from a lot of what I've got, it's that they're not quite sure how to like keep up with what I was doing. I'm not trying to say that, oh, so great, they just can't, like, oh no, I'm just so good. It's not that, it's that being able to keep to the tone of the story and keep things consistent without going wildly out of control. Go on, guy, eat them, get me some health. Come on, and him. Nice. The poop is rubbish. I don't know what this is. Bait and switch. Okay. Aha. Okay. Oh, that actually might be helpful. That's an alright idea. Oh. Okay, so what I can do is if he flies up into this corner, instead of wasting a bomb, I can just pop there and get it. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of like the Spyro Reignited trilogy. That looks good. I wouldn't mind giving that a try. In fact, actually, I've seen some of the character designs, and I'd like to actually give them a try to draw them because I think they're really nicely done. Shot speed up. Magic. Alright, let's see if I can get some health here and here. Come on. Nothing. Is this a secret room? Nope. Ah, Windows XP. I still miss that. Ha 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 ha! Oh, I'll let you get the stragglers. Got my belt. Yes, oh fuck yeah, the remastering Medieval. I've got that on my PS3. I bought that on the PS3. I fucking love Medieval. It was the first game I proper 100%ed. I love it. There is just so much in that game. Let me see. Just gonna see if I've got an electric blanket on me at the moment, and I don't know if it's on or not. Nah, it's not on, so turn it up a bit. Well, the thing is, I actually checked it. I checked out this. If the police had taken items that had absolutely nothing to do, and like, you know, it didn't help them with the case, there wasn't anything on there they could use against me, they have to give it back because it's mine. And my PS4 had nothing of interest on, so they have to give that back. How, man? I can even get my computers back. I just have to say to them, you know, delete all my drawings, delete all the stuff you think I shouldn't have off there, and I'll give me the rest of the stuff. Because if it's of like a monetary value, and there was a lot of stuff I was doing on there which was completely safe, like I was doing my Loud House of Cards, I should be allowed to have those back. Because I was doing it to earn money. I was doing it to make a living. And so, seeing as there's nothing wrong with it, I should be able to have it back. But that, you know. What's Medieval? Okay. Medieval is a game that was released on the original PlayStation. It is about a knight known by the name of Sir Daniel Fortescue. And during a battle against an evil wizard, Fortescue was the first person to get killed on the battlefield. First person to die, had an arrow straight in his eye. The problem is, for some reason, Daniel Fortescue was remembered as the greatest hero. So when the evil wizard comes back to cause trouble, Sir Daniel Fortescue is raised back from the dead, and he has another chance to actually bring honour to his name and become the hero of Gallowmere, the hero everyone thinks he is, and if he does well, he is able to take his place in the Hall of Heroes, where the greatest champions all live. And the game is just funny. The game is really funny. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, if you haven't heard this one, it's one of my personal favourites. Like, did you know if every single person in Wales jumped together at exactly the same time, it will be the most fun they had all year? I know, that's terrible. But they're sheep shaggers. Oh, what's this? Reusable bomb buddy. Nah, I prefer my bait and switch. I like this. This leaves it open to many fun possibilities. Did I leave a heart in here? I'll leave that. Oh god. Oh, rock turds. I don't know if you can. Am I damaging them, or do I have to like? Wow. Come on, get him, bloodsucker. Come on, get me some health. But that's all I really know about whale. I mean, if you want to hear weird things, I do know a few weird things, but I'm just worried that I might have told them before. Just want to make sure I know what's going on, because many a year ago, I really wish I could download a copy of this again. Over here, we are now terrestrial channels. Those are the ones that you get free. We had Channel 4. And Channel 4 was always interesting because they always, at one point, they did this whole, the 100 best so-and-sos. And it could be anything from like the 100 best celebrities, 100 best songs, 100 best films, 100 best cartoons. And one of the things... Whoa. Oh. Just... Damn it. Oh, at least there's a heart there. And they did one... The airstrip one. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Ooh, okay. Temporary badass or number 1. Shortens my tier range, but makes them a lot more powerful. And they did one called like the 100 most embarrassing like sexual accidents or injuries. And it was wow. I remember many years later I tried to download it and someone actually made a torrent of it, but it was a audio only version, which I never understood. Why is it only audio? But the stuff in there, the stuff that happened, oh my god. Alright, it turns out this one farmer, for some reason his horse weren't happy. He was finding like several nights in a row, he'd come and check his lovely horse, and his horse just wasn't happy. He clearly disturbed. He was like, okay, I've got to find out what's going on. I don't think I know what you mean, Masked. So like, you know, horse was not happy? What the hell? The rocks can get on fire! That's bloody marvellous. Okay. Ah, this looks like a can't hurt him directly, so I guess I'm going to just have to... Is this like not a battle royale? Is it a boss rush sort of thing? I'm going to have to fight all these enemies off first, and that's what... Ah, okay, now I see. Alright, next time he does that, I'll use a bomb. Well, when it comes down to no, I'm constantly evolving my style, trying different things. And oh, wrong button. Ooh, bloody! Why the hell ain't my thingy running after them? Get him! I need some health. Oof. Ooh. Oh crap, that's lava. Okay, so my bum doesn't do anything. I was hoping it would. Come on. Nice. Yeah, stem cells. I think it gives me a bit more damage. And, of course, gives me one. Yeah, there's a lot of things about UK being controlled. Why is it on 0? So I got this little electric blanket on me to keep me warm, but it's not keeping me warm at the moment. Okay. Ooh, hopefully get some good stuff in here. Bombs a key. Consume thy enemy. I'm not quite sure what consume the... I mean, would it give me health if I attack the enemy? I won't get that one. The other trinket. Yeah, the government has always tried to sort control over the British people through whatever way they can. And the means at which they will go to do it is quite shocking. And every single, like many big things that happen when it comes to people losing their rights, it's always done under the name of, oh, we're doing it for your protection, we're doing it to help you. Ooh. Whoop. Okay, let's get rid of you. There we go, and go on, bite him. Bite him. Come on. Lovely. Empress, may her rage give you power. Ooh. Aha! Wait. Rusted key feels lucky. Okay. Okay, through here. Okay. This one gives me remote detonation of my bombs, so I can make them explode whenever I want. And this one, I believe, is called the Ludovico technique. It's from... it's supposed to be based off the scene from A Clockwork Orange where his eyes are kept open. So you can't blink or anything. So, but what it is, you will just have a ball that you fly about that will... ooh. You know what? Control tears. This one... Oh! It's changed. Damn it. Okay. Okay, so hopefully that did good. Nothing else here. Yeah, that thing can be really bloody devastating. Actually, I'll take that, because... Come on. Lovely. Oh, now my blanket's warming up. Oh, it's so toasty. Oh, no, no, forget you. Actually, if you haven't seen it, A Clockwork Orange is a pretty good film. It is really good. I really do recommend it. As I said, it is quite a... well, of course, it's a bit of a shocking film because of the subject matter in it and everything. But it's... I really do recommend it. I remember watching it when I was quite young. But it was at the age when I finally started to understand films as being something different. Again, I'm not trying to sound poncy at all. But, like, normally in the past when I would have just completely disregarded that film, I actually found myself, like, really sitting there and watching it. I really liked it. Oh, yeah, the singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. A smile's on my face. Yeah, man, that kind of... The Tough Twins. Okay. Okay. Okay, I see. Okay, that's how good a Ludovico technique is. So they drop... They drop bombs? Oh. Oh, crap. Didn't see that black fly then. Alright. Oh, hopefully he can... No, he's not going to be able to get him. Yes, pentagram. Damage up... Oh, I haven't seen that door before. What's that? Oh, that's a blue heart. Oh, I don't have any blue hearts. Oh, well, at least I know what I need now in order to get through that. Oh, I love that. I love all these different rooms. I gotta admit, just having Angel and Devil rooms, while they're okay, I said I like the idea of, like, you're gonna have to meet all the particular criteria to open up all these new rooms. Whoa, no. You get him. Right, come on, get me some health, you little sod. Come on, do your job. Eat him. Eat. Come on, bite him. Bite him. Yep. Oh, he ain't working. At least I'm getting a lot of money. Whoa. Okay. I should be able to exchange my... I'm not quite sure what. I know that the dice rooms, depending on what number is on there, depends on what they will do. But I don't know what they all do. I think in the later ones, there's actually like a little diagram of... There's a little diagram of of what the dice is. One of the die is really good. It completely changes your stats. Oh, crap. Oh, well. Charming tears. Oh, that's okay. Could be better. Oh, come on. Go over there. Come on, just go over the center. Come on. Is he going to go over the center? I'm worried if he doesn't and I just like fall down to my doom. Will it depend on where... Is he actually going to get close to it, or is that the loop he's stuck in? No. It's like watching the DVD icon, hoping it hits the bloody corner. I'll take one of these, and I will take this. Ah, crap. That doesn't give me anything. Yeah. Waiting for the DVD icon to... It's just... Oh, that was very unchristian. Oh, now leave that. Hang on, those ones explode. I've got to be really careful. Huh? Oh man, this would have been so much more difficult if I didn't have these tiers. High Priestess and what have I got? The High Priestess and the Empress. I think this one is more powerful. Oh wait, it's my mum. Oh wait, Bub's rotten head. Oh crap. Oh crap, I can't stop running really super fast. Okay, grab him. Come on. Alright. I didn't know I was fighting Mother already. Come on. Oh, damage at... Well, the range isn't going to give me anything much. Although, okay, I got to see a clip of the American Mega Man TV show. Not the new one, like the older one. And there was a scene that I was shown where Proto Man and Mega Man are fighting, and like they can't hit each other, and so Proto Man goes like, "Oh, I'm not going to miss with my next shot," and then he goes to because they're for some reason they're in front of the statue of Abraham Lincoln, all right, and Proto Man goes to shoot Lincoln, and for some reason Mega Man's like, "No, you get like he's going to shoot the president," like jumps in forward, takes the blast. And then Proto Man's like, haha, I knew, like, I knew you couldn't resist. Like, how patriotic are you? You couldn't resist. And I was thinking of like trying to redraw that, but with the Loud House characters. Just something silly, like someone sacrificing themselves so Lincoln doesn't get hit. Just something really silly. Come on, get me a heart. Come on. How much health does that guy have? Don't remember these ones. Oh, wait, yeah, they are, they're the ones that float. And, come on. Is this one actually going to hit me? There's nothing in here, so I might as well just get out. There we go. Man, you know what? I needed to play this. Come on, bite him. Man, you know what? I'm so relaxed. Got a load of crap off my chest. Finally able to like think about doing a lot more things. It's brilliant. No, I haven't played Red Dead Redemption. I haven't even. Do you know what? I haven't even played the first one. And when I say the first one, I don't mean the one that came out on the PlayStation 2, Red Dead Revolver. I mean the original one on the 360. I swear I saw something once, and it was like, oh, like, look at our PC games, and it was advertising Red Dead Redemption on PC. And I'm like, nah, something's not right here. I wish I could remember where it was, because I would have taken a screenshot, because it was very silly. I'm not going to bother fighting that. Let's go up here. Well, of course, there's spiders and all that in the room and cobwebs. Hasn't been used in ages. An old drop dead Fred joke there for you. Come on, get me some health. Nice. Normally, I'm really crap with the with this technique, with this item that I'm using now for my tears. I'm surprised how well I'm doing with it. Because normally it's like I can't control both at the same time. I was thinking of playing a PlayStation 1 game, either Galarian's Resident Evil 2 or Parasite Eve, but for some reason when booting up the emulator, it just played the games super fast. And I've never had that problem before, so I'm going to have to figure out why it's doing that. I think because I just saved it on, because I said I had to reinstall Windows, but like I saved my installation of it, so maybe if I just like reinstall it, it will work better. These programs can be very weird, because literally they're like running at, I think like 200 frames it's running at. It's unbearable. Ooh, okay. Can't let these guys get near me. They make very juicy sounds and not nice. Come on. Let's get rid of you. I was wondering where the heck is the boss room, then I realised this is like extra large, so there are... Oh, it's going to be ages till I find an exit. Ooh, a card. The Emperor! Fucking brilliant. Boom! One of my favourite items is the Emperor. Loki's horns, brilliant. Well, I don't. Well, it's not that because +1 to every lowest stat. I have been able to play all these games. I mean, heck, man, I've got my PlayStation chipped, so I can just put the games on there. In fact, actually, I've been meaning to get, because when the PlayStation emulator works, it works really well, but every time I play it on my PlayStation, it will work flawlessly. So I am going to... What I'll probably do tomorrow is get a setup going on my... Because I'm going to have to get my PlayStation to go through my CRT TV, then have a SCART output to a HDMI converter, then that converter would be attached to my game streaming device, and that will be plugged into my computer. Alright, it sounds like a massive freaking mess, but it works. You know, it just works, as Todd would say. Well, I say as Todd would say, I don't think it just works isn't going to be what is going to be what he's going to be most well known for now. Please don't feckin' die. Last time I had shielded contacts, so I was able to do a lot of damage while also blocking a lot of the... Fuck! A lot of the projectiles, but nah. So I mean, I can try and get it all set up, so I can. It's just that, of course, with an emulator, I can make the games look at least a little better through the settings. Corruption. Okay, that's one of those games I know of, and I've accidentally clicked on the game, but I don't know what it is. I really don't know what kind of thing it is. I know it has a big following, but is it just a text-based adventure? Are there pictures? I don't... It's never, like, garnered enough attention from me to play it. Now, True Love 95, now that's a game I can play. And if you don't know True Love 95, True Love 95 is like what is probably one of... It was a visual novel game that came out in like 1995. And it is proper old school, like, naughty. Well, not even naughty, but it's a proper old school hentai visual novel. I can't remember if it's actually good or not. I just remember playing it because it was the only thing I was able to play on the computer I had at the time. Like, that's it. That's the only reason I played it. I was able to. You know? True Love 95, 95 being the year. Oh, you have played that one. That's what I mean. Like, everyone knows True Love 95. Fuck. Oh, that was a lot of... It was the... Yeah, I can't remember thinking there was anything wrong. I think, like, one of the choice... Like, okay, what's quite funny is... Like, at the end of the game, you ask the girl who you've, like, scored the most points with to marry you. It's like, for crying out loud, dude, you're in high school and you're asking the girl to marry you. Fucking calm down, hold your horses. You know? That was... I think there was... I don't know if there was, like, a secret one where you could... Where you had a male friend... And I don't know if he was a secret option for one of the endings. I do know that there is one part of that game where you go to the beach and he gets quite physical with you. Nothing rude, but it's just like, whoa, he's acting really silly. Like, you know. Fly and dash. I need some health. A corrupt demon. No, I want to play Dungeons and Dragons because I've never played Dungeons and Dragons, but I'd love to play it because, you know, everyone keeps going on about how cool it is. I've never actually played the game, so it would be something I would really enjoy doing. But like, the last time I was invited to play a game. When I say invited, I knew this fella on Discord, and he kept putting up this big thing of, who wants to play, you know, D&D with me? We're going to play a Cthulhu-based one. And I was like, you know what? That's the one that really got me interested. So I thought, yeah, man, I'd love to play. I'd love to do some Cthulhu, you know, D&D. But the guy wouldn't respond to my messages. I had to force him to answer me, because he was being a dick to me for some reason. And then he finally said, alright, yeah, we'll play it in October, you know, something spooky for the month. So I'd been preparing. I was like, yeah, man, I'm going to really get into this. And just before it was like supposed to be scheduled to start, he left Discord. He left the servers. And I'm like, you motherfucker. Like, I can't tell if anything was actually wrong or if he was just being a little bitch. You know. And what got me angry was that he got me excited for something and he took it away at the last moment. So, you know. But that's what I mean. Like, you got people saying you have like all these different rules, all these different sets. And I'm just... It's far too much for me to comprehend because there is just so much. So I would like to start off with something simple, and that's like the Cthulhu one sounded quite simple because you know, not big on, well, it wasn't big on loads of things. Like, you could simply get into it. And I thought, I'd like the idea of doing that. I'd like the idea of trying to play as, like, a journalist who used to be a thief, you know, trying to go on the straight and narrow, you know, trying to, like, deal with all this corruption, but it turns out that it's actually all about fish people, you know. Can his skills be used in the pursuit of truth? Or, you know, will he just go mad and... Bastard. Neverwinter Nights. I've never played Neverwinter Nights. I think the closest D&D inspired game, whatever it is, was, which I hadn't played, was Planescape Torment. The one where he plays the fella who has no memory, but his body is absolutely covered in scars, like he's immortal. Like, that was the only one I've been kind of interested in. But again, the only reason I haven't played that is because I know a game like that requires quite a bit of dedication and time, and I've always been worried that I wouldn't be able to give it that time. This might be useful. Damn it. Like, again, I'd like to thank Spoony for talking a lot about the D&D games, because, you know, he got me interested. In fact, I think one of his best stories for D&D has to be the live-action role-playing game he was playing with vampires. And when he found out they were just a bunch of dicks, he kind of do a jihad and blow them all up. I mean, he never successfully blew them up, but, you know, they were just being dicks, so he had to find his own way to rebel. Oh, hello, Cornella. What do you want, eh? You've already eaten my lettuce. And I was going to have that for a sandwich. The first game I can honestly remember playing was Miss Pac-Man on the Atari 2600. And the second game played was Asteroids, and then it was Grand Prix. I moved on from the Atari 2600 to the 800 XL. I then moved from that to a Amiga. I think it was an Amiga 500 Plus. And yeah, man. Because over in Europe, over here, while you guys were dealing with the like the video game crash, we had like home computers and all that, so we never experienced the crash, but we did get a load of good stuff. I found pearls. Okay, I do have the tower, which brings destruction. I'll use it in here and hopefully... Ooh, and I get a secret. Oh yeah, he passed away, didn't he? From what I heard, like, when he actually found out his diagnosis, like, he went straight back to work on the show. Damn it! Fuck! And, I think from what I've heard, since he came back, the show has been so much better. So from what I can gather, he knew that he weren't going to have much time, so he spent it going back to his baby and making sure that he left it on a good note. That's what it feels like. Whether that's true or not, I could be talking completely out my ass. But it's still that's what I think anyway. Go on then, grab it. Oh, you're not going to give me anything yet, you bastard. Because, I mean, I remember seeing that the animation was a lot better with the expressions and all that with Patrick, so... But then again, that show has been going on for such a long time. And I think it's like the same problem that Fox has with The Simpsons. They're too scared to let it die. Or, because like, SpongeBob is really big in China. Unbelievably big. So, I can see them purposely keeping it alive just for the Chinese market. Damn it. Get here, you little shit. There we go. Oh, sorry, I got hit then. I was trying to read what the chat. Seriously, man, the amount of times I've like got hurt because I've been reading chat. Let's see. These people and their like view of me and how things should be, they still. Oh yeah, actually with Peppa Pig, what it I'll allow this one. I'll show it. With Peppa Pig, I know that they banned an episode in Australia because it was an episode about how you shouldn't really be scared of spiders. And over here in the UK, any spiders it's very rare to come across a spider that can actually do you any kind of harm. I mean, they can still bite you, they just don't do anything. And you can get like nasty ones, but they're always in the wild. Like the ones that you see in the house, they're harmless. Ooh, box of spiders or free bob note. I say free bob, like that's another word for pounds over here. But it's $3, which gives me rainbow tears, so I might be able to get some good stuff from it. Let's see. What can I use in here? What I'll do is I'll leave that. Oh, but then again, I'll need that actually. Well, the thing is, in Japan, American voices in Japan is very hip. It's always been a cool thing. They like it. In the same way as we can okay, we listen to the King of the Hill dub, and it sounds fantastic. Hell, I've heard the Harry Potter Japanese dub, and it just sounds so freaking awesome. But they're used to it. In Japan, they're used to it. So if they hear it in another language, it's nice. That's why, like when they did the Resident Evil games, they had them speak in American because it's supposed to be an American city, you know. I just cracked my neck. So it kind of does make sense for them to question like what sounds better, the dub or the sub. And I always used to be I was always a sub guy. I always loved my subs because they were always better. But the problem with subs is that you get some right dickheads when it comes to subs because how can I describe? Okay. There is an anime. I can't remember the actual name of the anime. I think it's Nyoichi, My Ordinary Life. It was quite famous because the animation was really top quality shit. But apparently it flopped and it didn't get a second season. It was one of those tragic ones that sadly was due to how the anime and all that was going in Japan. It sadly lost out and we missed out on something really good. But I was watching a clip of it the other day, and it is like, two of the girls, like, one of them's annoying the other one. Like, keeps slapping her because she's got, like, 80% on her test. And what happens is, the girl, Mio, she's visibly annoyed. And the subtitles goes, like, ugh, like grunts. But if you read in the comments, there's some fucking dickhead who goes, actually, she doesn't say she actually says the word annoyed. And they're like, yeah, when, like, but the reason why we go, because it's an audible sound that means we're annoyed. It makes sense. You know, that's when it comes to translation, it's about and like with dubs as well, it's being able to translate it from one language to another but make it understandable. Instead, it's like those dickheads who, like, okay, we know that kawaii means cute. We know kawaii means cute. But these people doing the subs, that they have to put kawaii in when they can just say cute. Like again, if it was a Japanese word that didn't have an equivalent in any other language, I can understand why they would have to use the Japanese word and maybe explain. But oh god, I've gone on about this. Fuck, man, I've gone on about this before. There's a whole load of smarminess about it. And that kind of put me off a lot of subtitles. Okay, Rainmaker. He shouldn't be too bad. If I can remember what he's like. Oh. Oh. Come on. There we go. I know it shouldn't matter, but they make it such a big problem. They make it such a big problem. I mean, I think the best example I can give is in the all right, you know that Team 4 Star recently finished their latest season of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and there is a part where Gohan is having the complete shit kicked out of him by Sal, and Goku goes, just according to cake. And then, like, translator note had to come up explaining what he meant. And, oh yeah, I should redraw my spud, man. And, like, the joke was, of course, like, the translation note. And it's like, again, he could have just said according to plan, but no, they made... Fuck! But they... You know, that's what it is. And... But I recently was watching My Hero Academia. I still haven't completed the 3rd season yet. I watched the 1st season as a sub, loved it. Watched the 2nd season dubbed. Now, I gotta admit, they did a really good job. I really did like the dubbing they did for... Oh, you motherfucker! I really loved the dubbing they did for My Hero Academia. It's actually quite surprising how good it is. Because I've heard some terrible dubs in the past. Absolutely terrible ones. But, like, I think in the one scene in My Hero Academia where the students are fighting the heroes, and there's one where you have the girl who's able to, like, she has the audio jack trait, and she's with the guy that can speak to animals, and they were fighting the DJ guy. Again, I can't remember the names, I'm sorry, but I'm just like that sometimes. I can't remember their names. And the voice acting they did for him, for his yelling, for some reason I really fucking loved it. I thought it was so well done that, you know, it didn't feel like he was restricting himself. Like I said, it didn't feel like he was just speaking to just get words in for a character. He felt like he was actually, like, acting. It was good. I loved it. That convinced me just how good it was. But as we know, there is one there is one where the dub is the best thing, and I still haven't watched it because I don't think I'll be able to contain myself. The dub for Ghost Stories, which, if you don't know, legend goes that the show was so bad that those that were doing the dubs and all that and translation said, look, we'll do it only if we can just take the piss out of it. It's just bad. No one's going to watch it. So that they did. They just took the complete piss out of it. And I think there's one where a girl says that, like, how she can't be with her, she can't reunite with her bunny. And she says the reason why she can't do it is because he's black. And I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Like, you hear her talk about how, like, oh, the way we used to play. And then you hear another voice, which should be the bunny. And the bunny goes, touch me. And like, oh, and all this, like, touch me harder. And it's just, like, people think it's an abridged version of the show. But it's not. It is the official version. And I love it. I love that idea. Ooh. Broken magnet kind of works, yeah. Touch me, and then touch me harder. I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. Oh. Anyone remember that song? I think there were two versions of it. One that was done really nice, and then there was a version sung by Weird Al. Like, when the woman sang it, it was so, like, ooh, erotic and sexy. But when Al sang it, you wanted just to get a restraint order against him. You felt dirty after he sang it. But then again, he sang it like that on purpose. He knew what he was doing. Ooh, Segata Sanshiro. Oh, for like... he was a very fun character. Segata Sanshiro, fucking like throwing people about and making them explode, and then I still love that they killed him. They ended his campaign by killing him. But it's quite funny how during that time, Sega's machine was bad. Their advertisements were better than their machine. Man, the Sega Saturn was terrible. Whoa. In fact, the Sega Saturn was so bad, it was so many years after it came out that I actually saw one with my own eyes. It was just something you never saw. Whoa, okay. Here they come. I love Weird Al. I think he's fantastic. I remember someone put, it was on Robot Chicken. Ooh, okay. One's plot, one's damage reduction, well, damage resistance. There was an episode of Robot Chicken where Weird Al did a song for it called Weasel Stomping Day. Yeah, it's Robot Chicken. And at the end, I forgot which particular person said it, but they said that they were speaking about Weird Al many years back, and they said, Weird Al, in the future, Weird Al will be more relevant than Michael Jackson. And this was someone talking about the genius of Weird Al. And that was actually true. Which was so bizarre. Don't you dare. Oh my god, this is... Finally. What's that? Teardrop Charm, feels lucky. Yeah, man, they completely... As far as I know, every single step of the way, when it came to the Saturn, it was just bad. But what you also have to know is... you really have to know how xenophobic the Japanese are. I know that sounds weird, but, like, Sega of Japan just hated Sega of America. They hate Sega. They just hated it. Well, Japan just hated the Americans because they weren't Japanese, and that's what it was. You don't understand our ethics. You don't understand how we work, and you know they didn't. Oh, stop moving and get hit. But I also remember the guy that was the head of Sega of America. Like, all these Japanese games that were going to come out, I believe he just turned around and said... How can I put it? They... Like he just didn't allow all these games that could have made the Saturn very successful. Nah, he didn't. He didn't allow it to be released out. He didn't release them in America. He didn't want them to be released. Ah, damn it! I needed some more powerful tears. All right, I'm gonna go as a. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna see if there's a few challenges I can try. It's in the cards. Let's try that. Yeah. The Tower or the Magician? The Two of Clubs. Okay, can't use that at the moment. Okay, I pressed the wrong one. I know there's one to switch them. Okay. Lovely. It was such a mess. It was such a mess when it came to that. And it's a shame because I've seen some... I know that there's like a tempo game. I want to play the tempo game, the 32X and the 32X and the Sega Saturn one. But they still haven't got Sega Saturn emulation down yet. Alright, this should be good. Do I watch hentai? Well, I am a man of taste. I have watched the Overfiend series. I even remember there was one hentai anime called Adventure Duo. But for some reason in Japan it was called Adventure Kids. They weren't kids. This was something that was sold out and like I got to see the official video. The problem was with these hentais when they were released, they didn't know how to deal with them. And they were pornography. That's what they were. It was just pornography. But because they weren't seen as pornography, they were censored. So, you want to have a fun time, you watch old censored hentai. That shit be tripping. Because, like, half the screen is blacked out. It's like how modern anime is done in Japan. With, like, the smears and all that stuff. And it's like... You bought porn, you want to watch porn, and it's censored. Why the fuck are you censoring pornography? But then again, laws on porn are very different. In fact, I remember having the balls to go and buy hentai at a shop once. No one knew what it was. It was £5. It was called Idol of Darkness. From what I understand, it was part of a series where it was always something of darkness, and I didn't even have a DVD player, but I bought it. The guy, don't know if the guy knew what I was doing, but I bought it, and it turns out the images on the front and the images that it showed you on the back, all the advertisements for it, that wasn't it. It was censored so badly, and all the screenshots did not appear in there. I'm like, okay, I bought tentacle porn and I can't see any tentacles. What the fuck, man? I want me tentacles. I bought this for a goddamn reason. See, this is why the porn industry freaked out over the internet. Because when people were actually willing to buy the porn, it wasn't good. Two of spade, two of clubs. Yeah, just get rid of those. Actually, I don't like boiled eggs. I like scrambled eggs. I've never liked eggs separate. I don't know why. I've just been weird like that. They got to be scrambled. Ah, you bastard. I shouldn't be angry at them, it's just me sucking, not realising. The loud comment. You know what? How about this? I feel like celebrating. over the next few days, just keep your eyes open. That's all I'm going to say about the Loud comic. Keep your eyes open. So, don't worry about asking questions. Just keep your eyes open. Fried egg between two pieces of buttered toast. I've tried an egg sarnie, but I don't know. I like having a fish finger sarnie. I mean, you guys call them fish sticks, but you know, I ain't no fucking gay fish. So we call them fish fingers. And yes, people might say, well, doesn't that mean like, but you know, fish don't have fingers. Like, shut up. I'm not falling for that. Oh, come on. Okay, come on, get me something good. That's the Empress. 2 of hearts. Only multiplies by hearts. I should just be able to use this. Didn't that do anything? I thought that would do something. Ah, damn it. Well, I think I've lost this round. Whoa. Well, I think I've lost it, but I'm not going to try and give up so easily. Come on. Whoa. I'll read those messages in a moment. I just can't take my eyes off this. That's one gone. And I got myself a devil deal, which... Oh, I pressed the wrong damn button, didn't I? Temperance, maybe pure in heart. Let's bomb you. Death. And Empress. There we go. This should do something nice. Have North Korea finish it. Eggs in a basket. Oh, do you know what I do? Do you know what I fancy right now? But the problem is I haven't got any bread. I've got to go out. I've got to do some shopping in the morning. But I really fancy a pork chop with some peri peri marinade on it, air fried, so it's nice and crispy. Well, not crispy. Well, it's juicy, but it has a nice little bit of a crunch on the outside layer. And just have that in between 2 pieces of tiger bread. Oh, that's going to be so lush. I shouldn't talk like that because all I'm doing is make myself hungry. I mean, I do have some salmon parcels in the fridge, but no, man, I want a fish finger sarnie. I ain't got. How the hell could I forget to get bread, man? Normally, if I run out of bread, I just make myself some, but problem being is that I don't have any yeast. I keep forgetting to buy yeast. I am the yeast of hearts and minds. Flabba gabble gibba gabble flabba gabble dam. Yes, I heard the flab blab glab glab. Oh, okay. When it comes to French bread, I was originally taught that what French bread was bread only like toasted on one side. Alright. Of course, that's not it. The whole bread dipped in egg and fried, that was known to me originally as eggy bread. And then I found out that, oh no, actually that's actually what French toast is supposed to be. Or always love it. Eggs Benedict, nah. Not even deviled eggs, man. Oh, now I fancy scrambled egg. You bastards are making me hungry. Egg in toast. Again, not a big fan of it. I don't know why I'm so weird when it comes to egg. I'm really autistic with that stuff. Like, if I peel an orange, Like, I have to pick all the white bits that I can off the orange before I eat it. I've tried to eat it and I just can't. I can feel it in my mouth. Ugh, I don't like it. Or like if I peel a banana, you gotta peel those like little like strings down the side. Ah, the chub. Okay. Come on. Let's get rid of you. Suck egg. Alright, for some reason, your that saying suck egg has been withheld by YouTube. But then again, that video, alright, that video of that really, that poor looking cat where the guy put over the video, like, blink motherfucker! You know, that cat. Looks like grandma! You fucking love it. It's been removed from Instagram for being, like offensive to the cat. They removed a video of someone saying, the fuck is wrong with this cat? And they go, oh, that's a mean thing to say about the cat. How dare you? And they removed it. Whoop. Okay, hopefully I can... Whoa, no. And what do I get? I know it's like says 1 up for a stat, but I can't wait till I can upgrade this so I can have my stats and that put at the side. I've gotten really used to seeing that because they allow you to do that on the Twitch. On the Switch. I know that. Do you know that's what they were saying? In order for the cat to be offended by it, it would have to understand English. It would have to then go on the website. That cat don't give a fuck. You seen how ugly it is? Damn, that cat is ugly. I mean, okay. I do feel sorry for the cat. I say I do feel sorry. Well, obviously someone loves it. Someone takes care of it. And that's nice to know. It's good to know that the cat does have a home. But I just gotta admit, that video is very funny. I just love how the bloke says, look, it looks like grandma. And then the cat starts walking towards him. He like freaks out. Thing looks like grandma. No, do you know what? I'm definitely allergic to cats. But I am so allergic. But I said to my wife, I will. Like, I'll even get myself like a little gas mask, and I'll get myself all the medication to take. So if she wanted, she could get a cat, and I could like try and pull up with it. But nah, she wouldn't. Last time I stroked a cat, I accidentally touched my face after. My face swelled up so bad that I couldn't see. Luckily, it was so easy to get rid of. I just had to like really give my face a good wash to get whatever it was that was affecting me. I know I was good. I was good after that. But yeah, that messed me up, that did. And it's such a shame because I like cats. I think they're alright. I mean, I know cats can feel very indifferent to people. Like, they'll just tolerate you. Like, dogs are better. Dogs are awesome. I mean, who wouldn't love a dog? I wish I could have a dog. But I got 2 rabbits. But again, my rabbits are lovely. They like right now they're just sitting. Oh god damn it! Right now they're just sitting right there beside me, just chilling out. Just relaxing, as bunnies do. Man, why am I really crap all of a sudden? I thought I was doing okay. Okay, is anything here? I know Black Candle gives me immunity to curse, but I'm not cursed with anything, so that's not really going to be helpful. And those aren't Those aren't going to let me get that. Oh, crap. Oh, all fucking masks. Hate them. Oh, I get runes as well. Oh, I didn't know I got runes with the cards. When I was a lot younger, we did have this one dog. It was a Japanese. No, not fucking Japanese. It was a Pekingese. It was a Pekingese, and her name was Gemma. She was such a shy dog. She did not at all like hanging around with people. She just didn't like it. She didn't like people getting anywhere near her. But I remember the day I first saw her. I didn't know we were getting a dog, but I remember when I saw her. And I saw her with all her puppies. She had loads of... I was so young at the time. And she had these puppies. And the next time I saw her, it was just her on her own. So maybe she was upset. Maybe she was depressed because she had her puppies taken away. That's the only thing I can think of. But this is going back to... Oh, shit, man. 1991. So this is a long time ago. Very young. I also remember going home that day, because it was a Saturday, watching Gladiators. Gladiators was awesome. Okay, so the red barrels only take one hit to go. Man, if I continue sucking at this, I'm just going to pop in... no, I'm just going to pop on the Enter the Gungeon to give a little bit of a break. I always try to get the... a little tip, when fighting these guys, if you are actually able to, get rid of the conjoined twin first. Because they are the ones that will do the most damage to you during the second phase. So if you get rid of them, you just have the easy guy to deal with. You won't have one aggroing at you. I've got to get Hotline Miami 2 before I do that. There's loads of games I've got to get. There's Bendy and the Ink Machine, which I've only ever heard of. I don't even know what the game looks like, but I've heard of that. There is someone that keeps telling me I've got to play the Homestruck game and Hive Swap, I think it is. So there's that. Two of Hearts, Hanged Man. Okay. Like, there's other games I've got to complete. I still have to complete that really creepy Japanese game where you play as the girl who's got to find her sister. You know, the game starts off like every good Japanese game with your dog fucking getting killed in front of you, and it's your fault. Bloody... That was a shock of that game. Ooh. You know what? I also want to be able to learn how to make Doom mods, because I want to make a mod, a Loud House mod for Doom, where Lisa has accidentally made a super strong flu virus while trying to cure it, and you have to like go around and like try and save your sisters, and like your sisters will have different weapons and all that. You have to go to different like parts of the neighborhood, like let's say go to Clive's house to meet his dad's, because they have like the medication, you know, stuff like that. I really did think of putting stuff like that together. The problem is just being able to figure out how to make the mods. That, you know, as soon as I know how to make them, I could do something. You know, try and troll the people by putting Ronnie Ann in there. Like, make Ronnie Ann the goal of the game. Except just before you get Ronnie Ann, she, like, it turns out that I had to cut her out the game due to time constraints and all that stuff. They'll do a little bait and switch like they fucking did in the show. Oh, people would be so angry. But yeah, I would just have to do that. Because I would think it's just far too funny not to do it. Okay, so Two of Hearts is a bit rubbish. Lovers will also give me that. Emperor, challenge him, so let's see if I can get a good card to use before then. Put Luan as Thanos. That'd be alright. Oh. Okay, let's just... the world. Zawado. Just so Tyler, just to make sure we're on the right page, are you talking about the episode where they get the flu? Alright. Oh, well, you know, me being me, I like that. But then again, it was just because we got to see how adorable Lenny was. And, you know, Lenny is always adorable. You know. So what have I got? Lovers and that. I need something better. Well, actually, I don't need something better. I just... Alright, let's get rid of these flies. Boom, baby. Oh, this is going to be piss easy. Larry and Larry, that's easy. Yay! And because I got some health, I might be able to get something from this devil room. I'll leave them. Nothing there really worthwhile. Okay, what's the deal with Sprite Cranberry? What's with Sprite Cranberry? I don't know what the fuck that is. The only other different flavoured Sprite I know is mint flavoured. Alright? That's it. What? Oh my god. Okay, I'm just going to show this message. YouTube had censored white people. YouTube censored the phrase white people. That shit's just wrong, man. Finds... Oh, that is ridiculous. Alright. Alright, the husk is a lot easier to deal with. Damn it. I've really got to watch where I'm going. Fuck you, spider. Yay, more keys. Yes, I do have Minecraft and I do have Twitch. I have both of them. I was doing I was playing Minecraft because again I'm like, unless I have a goal or something, I don't know what to do. But I had to get it because when my brother's over here, all he does is watch his Minecraft videos, and he loves it. And so I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, he like got me to buy it. The High Priestess mother's watching you. Okay, I can't remember if that's going to be any good or not. Damn it. Oh, come on. Look, Minecraft minigame. I don't know what the Minecraft minigames are. I don't like my knowledge of this stuff is, unless I'm really into it, I know nothing. Oop. Oh right, I don't need that. Oh, let's get this poop out the way. Damn it. Okay. Pestilence. I'm getting a lot of those runes. Aha. A lighter? Watch the world burn. What the hell does the lighter do? Well, might as well give it a try. See the world. Now I can see why that message was held for a review. Woohoo. Oh, we got a secret room here. Oh, so does this randomly make one of the enemies burn? That's all right. Oh no, didn't do him. Is there penny tears in this version? There we go. Yes, I do know that there's a Rickroll at the end of Wreck-It Ralph, which makes me really happy, actually. That does. I think it's just adorable. That's what they did. Like, they had to do it. They had to do it. Ooh. Come on. I want to be able to at least complete another one before I have to turn in for the night, because it's almost 5 in the morning and I'm starting to get sleepy. Hopefully tomorrow I'm going to have to take some medication to force myself to fall asleep, because my sleep pattern is so screwed up right now. I need to get that bad boy under control. And I also need to go out and do some shopping, so, you know, I don't want to sleep the whole day away. I mean, I do want to, because sleep is fantastic. Okay. Two of Hearts. Judgment. Oh shit, wrong way. I thought that was the Lovers then. The Sun. Oh, this one might be helpful. I mean, I'm also hoping to... The one thing is, my computer is okay. The problem with my computer is the CPU I'm using. Sadly, it's like a last generation Intel FX processor. And I need to think about upgrading, because I am now starting to do a lot more complicated stuff. So that's something I'm planning to see if I can upgrade my rig, but that may not be for a long time. Because, well, for one thing, Clip Studio, it had an update recently where it will now allow you to add sound when doing animation, which is, I'm going to tell you right now, that's the fucking tits. That is absolutely banging. Because being able to add sound to it means that I am able to record some voice lines and that, and directly add it to the animation while I'm doing it, so I can lip sync it so much better. Because if I want to add sound to stuff like that, I have to add it into a video and then put it in After Effects. The problem is, once it's in After Effects, I can't edit what I've done as well as I can, and it adds so many extra steps. So I am now looking forward to actually doing a lot of animation with sound now. And they also added something else. I don't know what version you have to be on in order to get this. I don't know if you have to be on there's a Pro version, and for some reason the Pro is basic, and then you have the EX version, which is like the top version. And that version, it has what they're hoping to do, what's called smart coloring, where if you do one frame of animation, as long as you've put like the color into where you want, you can actually send it off to their mainframe, and luckily everything's still safe. You don't have to worry about your stuff getting like nabbed, or I think like places like DeviantArt, they're like, oh, if you post something here, we own the rights to it. But Clip Studio, it's like, no, it's kept secret. We won't own the rights to anything. And well, and what it will do is it will automatically, oh, I can't get that. It will automatically color all the frames of the animation, which means that one of the most lengthy processes can now be done so much faster. So in one foul swoop, Clip Studio has made it so you can animate and add sound to things with a lot of the stress work removed. So this is the problem with, like, when I start doing an animation or something, I'll start working on it, and then as I'm halfway through doing it, I'll either A, find a way to do a much better job, or B, an update comes out which makes all the hard work I've done, how can I put it? It doesn't make my hard work pointless. It doesn't negate anything I've actually done. But it's like, I get the feeling that I have to redo it again, because now I can do it even better. So I leave some things half done. Ah, you fucker. There we go. Seriously, man, if you are drawing a lot of things and you think you can make the use of it, Clip Studio is probably one of the best programs I've ever used. Because I used Photoshop for years and I still couldn't get a hang of it. Clip Studio, immediately I was able to use it out of the box. Because the one thing, Photoshop doesn't have... if you want it, you have to pay for it. You have to pay to get a stabilizer when you use any kind of drawing tool. West Virginia Simulator. Oh, that's Fallout 76. Oh god, they've ballsed up that so badly. Like, I've seen what they've done with the bag and everything, and I'm like, come on, you're not that. Out of all the things, you cheaped out on the bag. Because I remember watching Young Ye as he pulled out the nylon bag, and it just looked so terrible. It looked so bad, and I was like, oh, okay. I had no idea it was supposed to be a proper canvas bag. And even when you see the helmet, it looks so... when it comes to these collector's editions, I don't know the last time I've heard of a collector's edition where the stuff you got was actually feckin' worth the money you put into it. Like, I remember, I think it was Dark Souls 3, they did a collector's edition, and you got like a little Estus flask with the game. And it was so bad, the Estus flask. It wasn't even a flask. You couldn't even use it to put stuff in and drink from it, because it looked like a bowling pin. It looked like the Estus flask was a really terrible puke green bowling pin. And I feel sorry for everyone who bought it. And it was fucking tiny. Oh god. Right. Come on. Man, I fucking love this game. One part of me was thinking of streaming Final Fantasy VIII, but I don't know if I could stream. I don't know. Could I stream an RPG? Could I do that? Would it be worth it for me to stream it? Oh, and I actually got an angel room. Oh, I'll just get the dove, even though it's pointless because I've already won. Superfan has appeared in the basement. I'm thinking, so like I'm trying to figure out whether or not I'll play as Isaac. He's got at least a little bit more health. Like, what RPG would I play? Would I play one that I know about? Like, because I keep thinking whether or not... I remember I said to myself that I would give Final Fantasy VIII another try. But... I really don't know, man. I'm in two minds, because I remember getting to the end of disc 1, because I got it again on PC to try it out, and it just didn't do it for me. But I don't know if I was being a bit of a cynical cunt and just purposely trying to find a reason not to like it. Like, then again, it is the only Final Fantasy game that does have Robin Williams in it. And if you don't believe me, Google now Final Fantasy VIII Cid. C-I-D. Look for it, and you'll see what I mean. That's fucking Robin Williams. You know, rest his soul. Oh, damage resistance. So that actually, this might be. I might be off to a good start. I might be able to defeat Mother again. I also know I've got to get the Polaroids. I've got to unlock that so I can start. There we go. Play Not Tonight. That sounds familiar. Why does that sound familiar? I was also thinking of getting Hollow Knight. But I think with something like, if I get an RPG, the one thing that I have with it is that I'll be talking a lot. And I know with Final Fantasy VIII, there is the benefit of, in the whole game, the enemies, it's got like a level scaling system with the enemies. So it will always be a case of where you will scale, the enemies scale with you, so there's no point trying to... There's not much point trying to grind. Well, I mean, you can grind a little bit, but there's no real point to it. So I'd also like to try and get some of the secrets. I just remember, like, I loved Final Fantasy VIII when I was younger. Oh yeah, I'd love to bring Swag. It's just I gotta make sure I can catch him at a time when he's free. That's it. Because, you know, unlike us, the guy has a life. So, you know. Which is always a problem. Ah, papers, please. Fucking Skyrim. No, I can't play Skyrim. I can't play Skyrim. I don't actually know if it was even on here or not. I spoke about it because I do remember I've recently told that story. The old monitor I used to have, it was a 3D enabled monitor. And, fortune cookie. No, get this. Inner eye triple shot. Beautiful. What had happened was, I had myself a 3D TV. Oh, fucking lovely. No. No, no, fuck off, no. Oh, no fucking way. Come on, I've got to be able to... Son of a bitch. He had to fucking drop it there, didn't he? Would it put it back in a... Would it reorientate it? Because I don't think it's supposed to be there. So the room might reset it to making it actually, you know... I can actually grab it. Let's have a look. Ah, you son of a bitch! No, not November. Every day is No Nut November. Well, next year is No Nut 19. You guys better be prepared for that. Oh, man. Is there anything I can get? Something that just let me float? Oh, come on. Beelzebub, I can deal with him. Because if I was to play an RPG, then, you know, if I can't think of anything to say or to talk about because I'm boring as fuck, then I can at least try and read the story. But I also think it'd be nice if I could have other people with me to try and read the story as well. Oh, if there was something here that made me float, I would have got it. Paralysis. Is there seriously no way I can get that item? Oh man. How about if I put a bomb here and I just go here? Oh, I thought it might like knock me into it, but nope, it didn't. Talk about politics with Alex Jones. But yeah, as I was saying, like when my I had the 3D monitor, my mum came over to visit, and I put it on so she could play it, and she was asking me all about it, and I was like, okay, you press this button to swing your sword, you press this button to throw fire. That guy there, he is he's a good guy, he's a wizard, don't kill him. And then my mum just went nuts and just started killing everyone. And she was having so much fun playing it in 3D. And ever since then, I was like, I have just seen someone have so much fun with this game. I could never match that sort of excitement. So I've just never played Skyrim ever since, you know. Someone, she was having way too much fun. I can't play it, man. Well, okay, what was all that thing about putting chemicals in the water and making the frogs gay? What was all that about? I would really like to know. Because, like, I've heard that, like, from other people, like, Alex Jones is actually a pretty alright guy. What's in here? When I leave this room, there's an icon on the map. I don't know what that icon means. Was that one of those things that, like... Okay, I know that when some people speak, they sometimes say things that make people lose, not interest, but their ability to take them seriously. And as far as I know, that with Alex Jones, that was the whole making the frogs gay. Okay, I've tried him, but I haven't tried this. Stone Blast, Rock Blast, 5 bombs. No idea what this does. Let's give this the old college try. I think I actually completed Breath of the Wild while watching an interview with Steven Crowder and Alex Jones. And I was like, this is alright. But yeah, the guy's absolutely nuttier than fruitcake. Aha! Okay, that's alright. Man, the poison's really affecting him. Yes. Damage and health up. Do I want to... No, I won't. I fancy chicken breast with a bit of sun-dried tomato and some mozzarella cheese wrapped up in bacon, slowly cooked in an oven with a nice baked potato. I am so fucking hungry now. Like, I haven't had anything to eat in ages. Whoa, you okay there, Cornella? Ooh. She just let off a big bink then. I thought she fell over for a second. There are some really, really stupidly bad news outlets out there. Okay, let's see what's in here. Yes! If only I had this in the room before. Man, these... Wow, these guys are pretty tough. Damn it. There we go. Huh? What the hell? Did it just crash? Something just crashed. That's weird. Oh, that's... Something's wrong with... Okay, let's try that. That was... Let's try that again. Okay, anti-birth, file 1, continue. And now I'm back in the mines at the beginning. It just crashed. It crashed. No idea what happened. Absolutely no clue. But it seems that whatever was happening before, we still got that, so I know not to go in that room there for now. I wonder what happened then. Actually, I'm playing this. I don't even know if you guys are actually able to see this. Is it still... Oh, yeah, it's still streaming. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh. I guess everything's got Mega Blast. Come on. Oh, fuck off. No, I'm not dealing with you shits. Oh, didn't mean to blow that up. Well, at least I got something. Okay, shamalama ding dong. More options. Key. And I don't know if that means I get more options at the end. Oh, please be something good. Not yet. They might. Okay, fight the boss. Whoa! Damn it! Okay, so don't hit that one. Holy crap, this guy's tough as balls! least I've actually got some health to fight him now. Come on. Okay, range up, might as well. Oh, yeah, I have played that. I don't know if I'd actually be able to play that, like, live stream that, because you got big cocks and balls and tits and all that stuff going all over the place. I don't think they'd allow it. Plus, the version we got over here has been censored. Box of spot. Yeah. No, I'm gonna save my Bible. Really good. If you don't, yep. Bible, 1 hit kills Mother and 1 hit kills It Lives, but it will kill you if you use it on Isaac or the devil. Damn it. Please be good. Experimental pill, range up, look down. There's... Well, whatever keeps me further away from these guys, I'm happy. Oh yeah, Giggles Con is one of my favourite ships. Because I'm a bastard. I could do some really cute stuff with Giggles Con. Oh yeah, man! I remember. I loved those comics. I did. They were a lot of fun. Bit of silly fun. I loved it. I did. But of course, the best for me was the last one with Luan. Ah, oh, come on. Oh wait, it's still in there? Oh damn it, come on, I need some help. Oh, soy spiders. Fuck! Oh, damn it. Lulu. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it one more try and then I'm gonna call it a night because I am slippy and I haven't been able to progress at all. But like I would, like when it comes to getting RPGs, I would think about getting something like Final Fantasy IX HD version. The problem is though, I actually pre-ordered it for my PS4 because it gave you a Final Fantasy IX theme for your PS4 if you pre-ordered it. and I was all up in that. I love that game, and ironically, like, the day I was taken away was like, you know, the night before I just like started playing it. Oh, it never goes easy for me. Ah, little chubby. Big chubby would have been okay, but I'll go with a little chubby. What you have to do is send me the monkey paw wish grant. Oh crap, that turns your crates into red crates automatically, doesn't it? Oh, great. At least it's not too difficult. Blood clot. I will, I said it all depends on my sleep pattern and like what I'm actually doing. Like if I'm not like asleep or too tired, I will be more than happy then to do a stream. I said like the reason why I'm doing the stream now is because my sleep is so screwed up. I woke up late even though I tried to fall asleep early, so I thought might as well stream for a bit. Oh, come on. Some people have dreams, some don't. My dreams are so fucked up. Seriously, man, the dreams as I've said this before, like, you know, my dreams make me not want to go to sleep. They are just, ooh, they can be very nasty. So much so that I really should start writing them down and, like, see a doctor about them, because some of them are just so weird and specific. I can't say that word, but you know what I mean. And how they change. Honestly, if I wish I had the talent to draw some of the things I've seen in my dreams, because they'd make for good horror stories. In fact, actually, that was one of the things I was thinking of doing originally, was making like little visual novels of some of the dreams I've had, to like try and get people to experience them. But you know, it's not Halloween, so I have to give that a miss right now. Nothing in there. Yeah, man, smoke weed every day. Do what the doctor ordered. Well, okay, when it comes to the April Fool's episodes, again, my kind of belief of what Luann was like, I knew that if it came to April Fool's, she would be like that. She would be absolutely unhinged. I knew it. It made sense for a character. And that's kind of where a lot of my inspiration came from when I was doing the Loud comic, was because I knew that Luann is very... She's a girl of extremes. Excuse me. Nah, they... And so, when they saw Luann for being what she was in those episodes, they honestly, when someone suggested that I worked on the show because of how, like, how I was with guessing how Luann was, that they, the people went nuts. They hated the idea that I might be working on the show. They hated it. They hated it so much. It's not like I'm secretly Chris Savino and I've been working on the Loud House in secret, pretending to be this English fella going through all these troubles. You know, I'm really the creator of the Loud House. Yes, I do remember Flushed Away. I can't remember if that was a good film or not. I know it was done by Aardman, and they are very good. Well, I don't have that much health, so I might as well just bloody oath bleed me dry. Do not have a clue what that does. Well, yeah, they hated me for the Loudcest and porn. No, no, I still remember they said I was the only reason there was such a thing as Loudcest and porn from the Loud House. That was it. I was the reason why. Of course, they didn't back it up. They just blamed me for it. Which again, I said to them, you know, I feel quite privileged that you think of me being of such importance and all that stuff, but that, you know, I'm not. Oh man, I need some health. Damn it. Anyway, it is now 5 o'clock in the morning. I think I need to retire. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to retire. So this stream will not be available because it's a lot of stuff I spoke of. But yeah, when it comes to my situation, I am literally being watched. Everything I do, and they are just hoping that I do something so they can use it against me, which I haven't, and they're pissed off about it. So I've got to deal with very grumpy people. You guys have a lot of fun. I will say keep your eyes open over the next few days. I will try and get some stuff done. But until then, all y'all have a good time. And I am going to get very personal and intimate with my bed and blanket, because that stuff is just calling out to me right now. So yeah, I would like to say good night, and I will try and do another one sooner. And while you wait, you can watch this good old little doggy.